And a way too close nail biter against a 2-win football team. Michigan edges out Purdue 21-16. Welcome to Michigan Postgame Live here at Michigan Voice College Football. I'm here with TJ Ronin, and we're going to break this all down for you. TJ, I know you've already gotten a head start, and you're in the zone.
Yeah, it was a tough watch, man. At the end of the day, I will say Jordan Marshall.
Oh yeah,
he's possibly the only thing I want to talk about tonight. Because the rest of what we're watching right now with this team, just not good enough, man. But we'll get into it. I know we won, so obviously that's good, and we advanced to 7-2, which obviously is good. We live to fight another day, which is good. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie to anybody or.
Nope.
It was just not a good performance. It was actually as crazy as it sounds, we won, but it was a piss poor performance, man. So that's where we are.
Yep. Just as a couple of reminders, everybody, if you can hit the like button, it just takes a second. It's free. Hit the subscribe so that y'all know when we're live and you all get those notifications when we're live. And that really does go a long way towards making things happen and hitting some of the goals that we have. Share this out with a friend. And as always, we are going $150 per hour. We're already down to 101 to go for hour number 2. So hit the super chat if you want your comment or question to be read, and we address every single one before we take calls. So we do that, and we already just made it to 99. So y'all are doing a great job of kind of getting those started. And thank you so much for that. We do have a couple of sponsors that we want to give some thanks to as well. Starting off with Win Agency, who of course has a message for everybody.
Hey Michigan fans, another exciting win for the Maize and Blue. With temperatures getting colder and the games getting more intense, we know open enrollment for health insurance is right around the corner. Open enrollment for 2026 goes from November 1st to December 15th for those who want a January 1st effective date. Let Win Agency take care of your health plan so you can spend more time and energy following our amazing team. Give us a call or visit our website today. Go Blue!
There it is. From our friends at the Win Agency. Appreciate y'all. All the links are in the chat. There's 3 links. You can get your self-serve quote going without even talking to anybody at first. So just put in your info, get yourself a quote, help support the awesome Win Agency who's supported us for now 2 years running. So
definitely.
There's that. Of course, we've got Healthy Dogma. That's right, folks. Champions work hard, stay loyal, and never settle, and neither does Healthy Dogma. We make kitchen quality ingredients for dogs right here in Oxford, Michigan, for families who care about what goes in their dog's bowl. After a win like that, give your dog a meal worthy of a champion. Visit healthydogma.com and use code 25GoBlue for your special Michigan fan offer. Healthy Dogma, homemade, made easy, and made for winners. So there you go. We got the link right here as well. Keep your dog in the game. Boom. So check that out. And then, of course, the last and newest one, thebestpokersite.com. So for these guys, we are happy to announce a new sponsor for this show. Thebestpokersite.com is located in Traverse City, Michigan. As a poker player myself, I'm really excited for this. They're a great company that specializes in providing standard and custom products for home game rooms, poker rooms, and businesses. They have a variety of standard poker, blackjack, roulette, and craps tables in stock that can be upgraded with custom felts. They also provide fully custom tables, custom chips, and poker chairs. We encourage you to contact Jim, the owner, directly to discuss your ideas at 231-631-1571 or jklaus1977 at Gmail, or just hit the link that's right in the chat here, and you can go check it out right there. Super easy. And now, with that said, let's get to our analysis brought to you by FanDuel. TJ, 21-16, and I think the key here, the offensive performance was pretty offensive, with the exception of Jordan Marshall tonight. What did you see? Obviously, Jordan Marshall being the main exception, he played his absolute heart out. For this program. 185 on the ground himself, 3 touchdowns. Incredible performance. He made up the bulk of the 253 rushing yards that Michigan did score today. But in the air, yikes.
Yeah. I mean, very underwhelming. I mean, what's unfortunate is this was an opportunity for a tune-up game, and we struggled, John. It's week 10. It's week 10, and this team is playing like it's week 1. Tonight was a week 1 performance. You know what I mean? Bryce, Devin Gardner, he brought this concern up maybe 3 weeks ago, maybe 4, I don't know. His concern was he would see Bryce Underwood regressing. We are seeing Bryce Underwood regressing. Now, look, he's got to be better, right? I mean, he missed some throw. He missed some, I think it could be fairly argued, easier throws. I mean, there was guys open, and he was fucking missing them, bro. So, he's got to play better, clearly. But the offense is just not executing. I mean, like at the end, like the problem with what this is, John, is we're at week 10. There's nothing to even say. Not good enough is the reality of the situation. You know what I mean? So it's just where we are, man. It's not fucking good. Like the only player, there's only 2 players, maybe 3. I'll give you 3. There's only 3 players where I would say they did it good enough tonight. Jordan Marshall, Derek Moore, and Ernest Hausman. That's it.
Yeah, Hausman did really great.
Yeah,
you could say the O-line and run protection was all right as a unit.
Well, yeah, but the problem with here's my problem. How were they in pass protection? Because there was a lot of times where Bryce Underwood did not have time. Now, there were times he had time to throw, and he still threw an arid pass. But the run game, is that a byproduct of our running backs more than it is our offensive line? Now, granted, they are making the initial block. I don't disagree. And obviously, we have the ability to run. But, like, at the end of the day, it's not rounded. The pass protection for Bryce Underwood at times is not good enough. At times. That's not an excuse for Underwood. Underwood's not playing well. So that's the other thing, too. So I guess we should just get straight to that.
Yeah.
A week or 2 ago, John, we said Underwood needs to lock in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the signs were there, man. It looks like he's not locked in. He's not focused. He's missing simple fucking throws right now.
Ryan Brown had more completions and almost as many pass yards and a touchdown and no picks.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's just not good enough, man. Like, at the end of the day, this is not good enough. Period. Even though we won, even though we're 7-2. Like, did you listen to Sherrone Moore's postgame?
I didn't. I started coming up to prep. Right. So what did he say?
The 2 words he used, like, frequently in the entire postgame is frustrated and clean up. He says, I'm frustrated and we got to clean this up. He said it multiple times, John. It's week 10, man. It's fucking week 10.
Why didn't you do that already?
And then, like, I had someone comment to me on social media. They're like, hey, hopefully the boys can get it together at the bye week. This is our second bye week. The boys are not getting it together. So there's obviously there's an issue that's greater than what we're seeing on the field. Because the boys are not ready. How frequently are we? And I know it's mind-blowing because the boys are ready for Penn State. The boys are ready for Alabama. The boys are ready for Oklahoma. I'm sorry, they were not. Ohio State. But the boys are not ready for these other games. Like, we look so unprepared. We look so unfocused. And then, like, all right, I'm going to say something. again, post game, you missed it. So they had Jordan Marshall and Bryce Underwood. It was Jordan Marshall's time to shine. You know,
Absolutely.
I don't feel like Bryce Underwood should have been there. Respectfully,
Maybe just because he was the quarterback.
You didn't earn it. Brother, I'm
No, you're right.
respectfully, and look, I'm gonna tell you right now, Bryce, you fucking got a lot going for you, bro. But at the end of the day, like, that was Jordan Marshall's time to shine. And you did not perform, brother. Just straight up. It is what it is. Like, I don't fucking want to say that. Fully support Bryce Underwood.
I do.
But at the end of the day, I would think Underwood would think this was not his best game and he can do better. It is what the fuck it is, man.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yeah. There's been clear regression. And I think, I still believe in Bryce. I support Bryce. But there's clearly been regression. And I'm wondering if at least one factor is that Chip Lindsey's pulling double duty. Offensive coordinator, quarterback coach. And would it make sense to go get a quarterback coach who can be on the sidelines to walk things through with Bryce, use the tablet, walk him through some of the plays, and hey, here's what happened on this play. Here's what we want to adjust. I thought Chip Lindsey could handle both, but it does look like there's some clear regression, and that's very worrying because we're about to go on the road again. This was supposed to be a home game that Bryce tends to perform better in. We're about to go on the road again.
This was supposed to be a 3-score victory easy. This was supposed to be a tune-up game. This was supposed to be our opportunity to get things on track heading into the bye week. We failed.
Right.
The only thing we achieved was the win, which obviously at the end of the day, that is the greatest outcome. That is your number one objective, right? But we all see flaws. We all see holes in the armor. I mean, there's a fucking issue here, boys, and we all know it. Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie to any of you. We all see it. And if there's anyone who says, well, we're young, we have 6 freshmen, either freshmen or redshirt, you're not wrong. But it doesn't negate the fact that we have a team that is not being prepared each week. Yes, they're young. And yes, we have a coach who's inexperienced. But guess what? This is Michigan.
Yeah.
And this is Power 4 football. And this is Big 10 football. So there's no fucking excuses. I don't want to hear this shit. You know, the boy, like, listen, John, we talked about this, Tuesday? Michigan just had a donor pay for their $30 million fine. I don't want to fucking hear any excuses about a talent gap. I don't want to hear any of that shit. Because guess what? You can fucking get it if you want it. You know, if you needed to get a left tackle, although I will say Frazier's been playing better. But whatever. What ex-player, wide receivers, you could have, but Sean McGee, by all accounts, has a structured plan and a structured method, and he doesn't want to go outside of a range, whatever his value range is for X player. For example, we just experienced it with DQ Forkba going to North Carolina. From my understanding, his demands were greater than what Michigan valued him at. What the fuck, dude? Like, I don't disagree, but if the market is determining that player is worth said value, you got to get the talent. Now I'm going off path a little bit here, but my point is, it's not good enough. And there's no way to sugarcoat it at the end of the day.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. I did want to point out just one play, which was the interception play, where, I'll kind of show you 2 screenshots here. This was a play where, so Jordan Marshall was in motion pre-snap. Chip does this a lot with pre-snap motion, either with the running back or usually the blocking tight end like Bredesen will go in motion. But they did that. And then obviously Bryce, O-line kind of did what they could. They were kind of getting beat here towards the end, but Bryce he was on the run a little bit. He had 83, Zach Marshall. He could have hit 83. He could have also hit McCauley, who, as you can see here from the picture, was wide ass open. Wide ass open. Or, hey, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you could run. And Bryce could have gotten at least a couple of yards on the ground. All would have been preferable to throwing it to Andrew Marsh, who was covered. So just not seeing the field the way he needs to, even at a basic level, and that's concerning.
I know. He's regressing. This was Devin Gardner's concern. I didn't think this would be a concern, but it appears to be a concern. It sucks because he does not have a feel for the game right now. That's what's going on right now. He's not seeing the field. He's not feeling the game, like in terms of how to respond innately, whether it be run. There was a throw he made where he missed it, where he could have ran it for the first down. I don't remember exactly the moment in the game. Yeah, it's just fucking crazy, bro. It's disappointing, man. I mean, what's there to say? I mean, I'll be frank, there's not a lot to say because the reality is we all know what we're seeing. Not good enough. Boys, we have who's next, John? We got we got Northwestern's next on the road, Wrigley Field.
Yep.
Show the fuck up, boys, because if you play like this today, you're gonna get smacked. You're gonna get smacked. Then we got Maryland. Maryland, although not the best in the records, they got some talent. That freshman quarterback, fucking, I don't even like to say what I'm about to say. You could argue having a better year, than our own freshman quarterback, right? So I mean, it's unfortunate. So the boys better figure it the fuck out. And then you already know what we got at the end of the year. It's a team looking for an opportunity to end a streak on the road because they're going to be at our house. You know what I mean? So, and I think we would all agree. If there was a poll, I would be shocked if it wasn't 100% unanimous. If we played like this tonight, how's that game going to go? Not good.
Not good. And I don't think we can take any TJ. I don't think we can take any game as an automatic W after what we just saw. We just saw Michigan struggle against a 2-win football team that
a fucking bottom feeder,
one of the worst, if not the worst team in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Now Northwestern isn't that. Northwestern's been playing better this year, so they're actually going to be an improvement over Purdue. But here's the bottom line, folks. It's scary what we saw, with the exception of Jordan Marshall. And I've got to bring it back to a couple of things before we kind of get to defense. I want to point out one positive I saw, which is that they did listen somewhat. Samaj Morgan was still in the game, but not as much. They did try Jamar Browder. This was before McCauley had his injury. They tried Jamar Browder. They tried Channing Goodwin. Both were in the game at times before McCauley went down. People are saying, oh, that didn't start happening until after McCauley went down. No, go back and watch. They were trying new wide receivers out, knowing that Samaj Morgan has been struggling with catches. Did that really make a difference? Not really, because Bryce was so off. And that's really what was concerning. They did kind of work on maybe a solution for Samaj. He did drop another pass today. Yes, Lance. But, that is something that I think they did notice. They did flag. It took them many games. But I do think they're trying some new guys just to see what they have, which is kind of what we said we wanted to see. The only thing missing is Bryce not being able to see when he has an open guy and get them the ball all the time.
It's crazy because the first 2 games of the year, Bryce looked so composed and was able to make majority of any first and second level throw. The third level was still a challenge. And now it's like you can't even make first and second level fucking throws, dude. It's bad. I just straight up, it's not good. This is not good. They gotta and I'll be real. Sharon, I was trying to watch his body language, trying to watch his halftime, his post game. He doesn't look like he doesn't look like he's lost, but he looks like he realizes it's not meeting the standard. He looks like he understands that, but I don't think he has an answer, and that's a concern.
Yeah. So before we get to defense, I think we got to hit special teams. Just horrible. JB Brown, if he isn't the first one out the door, I'd be very shocked, because Sharon did show that he is willing to fire underperforming coaches. JB Brown got to go, man. It has been bad all season.
Yeah, he's number one on my coaches that need to be fired power rankings. We've talked about JB Brown for a while. It's not even a surprise, which is even more unfortunate. I mean, we knew JB Brown was a weak link as of last year, and it's only gotten worse. It's a shit show. It's a fucking shit show. There's no other way to describe that, right? I mean, it's a shit show. Punter's inconsistent, kicker's inconsistent. Your returners don't even know. Your punt returners don't even know when to fucking fair catch it or when to catch it or how to even play a ball in the air. Damn, I don't know. It's fucking not good enough, dude. It's just it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating, man. Like to see the way the special teams plays. I'm sorry, John, but like the fucking offense.
Yeah.
It's not difficult. Get Underwood some fucking receivers. Underwood's got to play better. And the special teams is bullshit, bro.
Hollenbeck wasn't awful. As you can see, he did have 140 punting yards. But here's what we need to improve. Obviously, Marsh, 34 yards. Not great, but how about Samaj Morgan? -2. -2. He needs to go. Just have Andrew Marsh play both, if that's the only answer. Although I think Kendrick Bell could do it. I think there are others who could do it.
Yeah.
But that can't continue.
Over Morgan.
And they are people are mentioning, like, don't be afraid to speak your mind on this because they are getting paid. The players are getting paid now. And that's a good point. That is a good point. Like, Bryce is getting paid too much money to make these types of rookie, like, I knew we were going to have freshman growing pains, but we're talking about just basic reads here. We're not talking about
You're not wrong.
Advanced quarterback.
It's fair. Yeah. I mean, brother, you need to fucking lock in. That's just what it is. At the end of the day, you need to fucking lock in. Fuck the bull. Fuck the noise. Fuck the noise. Fuck the pictures. Fuck the interviews. Lock the fuck in. That's what you need to do right now. You need to lock in and be a leader. Own it and get better. That's it. No excuses. No bullshit. Just hard work.
I'm also back on the fire. I'm back on the fire Ron Bellamy train, by the way, because you're now seeing, with the exception of Andrew Marsh, who I think that's pure talent. Andrew Marsh is pure talent.
He's a good player.
He's a good player. Everyone else is just mid. And you see it. You've seen it with Samaj Morgan all year. McCauley, before he went down,
he's not playing
great.
Well. I'm a big McCoy fan.
5 yards. 5 yards for one reception. Not great.
Nope.
It was literally who the two best receivers were?
Yeah, Marshall.
Yeah, the tight end and a running back. That's okay. I'm back on the Ron Bellamy get out of here train.
I mean, it's
not good enough.
The problem is it's yeah, sure. I'm not going to defend Bellamy right now. I mean, the reality is it's just there's so many issues at one time. It's all related. Offensive line's not good enough. Fucking the getting the boys, the preparation's not good enough. Wide receiver play is not good enough. Quarterback play is not good enough. Zach Marshall's looking like he wants to. Zach Marshall's essentially saying, "I'll fucking do it." Jordan Marshall, I'll fucking do it. You got these guys who are trying to carry the team. And Andrew Marsh. I mean, like Zach Marshall, Andrew Marsh, Jordan Marshall. I don't think anyone can complain about them at all. They played exceptionally well tonight. Defensively, Ernest Hausman played exceptionally well. Derek Moore played exceptionally well. But a lot of players tonight, not good enough. It's just not good enough, man. It's fucking Purdue. Like, that's the thing too, John. This is one of the worst teams, bottom 3 teams in the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
There's no excuse. Like, there's not any. There is no way to frame this to defend it. There's zero defense. Not good enough. It's week fucking 10. That's where we are.
Yeah. Well, let's definitely get a little bit of a sunnier topic, the defense. And it's not by much, but because they were weak at times. They allowed Purdue, obviously, to score 16 points. They allowed 138 pass yards, 138 rush yards. And obviously Purdue had a higher time of possession, 32-55 to Michigan's 27-05. Just wasn't that great today. 3 sacks, okay, that's something. But other than Ernest Hausman and Mason Curtis had some good moments today. Rayshawn had some good moments today. TJ Guy with the sack, Derek Moore. But for the most part, I think a lot of people mentally, I don't know what's going on.
Me either. I don't know. I mean, quite frankly, what it looks like is they're not the solution. And I mean the coaching staff. Because it does not look like it's going to be fixed the remainder of the year, right? It looks like we don't have an answer, which then begs the question, is this how it's going to look next year? Because he's going to get to next year.
Yeah. He's getting next year. If there was any doubt, it was the Washington game that ended the doubt.
All right, but
he's not getting fired.
All right, John, how about this? Let's there's a few commenters, and by the way, I'm not going to attack you guys at all, at all. But there's a few commenters where they think we're being a little too hard on this team right now. I want to see if I can find them. Yeah. Really? Now, this isn't. I promise, I'm not here to attack you. I'm just going to ask you a question if I can fucking find it. I don't know. Shit. One of them was like, we're 7-2.
Yeah, we're 7-2. We won the game. Why are you saying things? And it's like, it's not enough to just to escape a 2-win bottom feeder football team. It's not good enough because you're about to go on the road against Northwestern, who's won games, against Maryland, who hasn't won quite as many games, but they have at stretches looked like they could be as good as Purdue, and Purdue gave us plenty of fits today, right? And then you have Ohio State, the number 1 team in the country at the end of the year, coming to Ann Arbor. Are y'all filled with confidence? Because I sure am not filled with confidence.
No. And that's the point, man. It's like, all right, you're 7-2, and then like another comment was, he's a freshman quarterback. Brother, you can't miss wide open fucking players. Like, he's not, even as a freshman, you're doing, quite frankly, you're supposed to be better than this. Quite frankly. Like, you got receivers open in the end zone, wide open, and you're not identifying this. That means what that means is, by the way, the game is too fast for him. He's not seeing the game. It's moving too quick, which means not fully ready for the opportunity. That's what that fucking means. Okay? Now, let me just also qualify and say, earlier in the year, it looked like he was able to grasp the speed of the game and play well, considering his youth. But now it looks like he's just not. It just looks like he's overthinking. He's overthinking and not executing is what it looks like to me. And it's not good. Yeah, man. So look, I'm not like, we are 7-2, but please understand this. Even if we beat Northwestern, we're 8-2. Even if we beat Maryland, we're 9-2. Mm-hmm. We play Ohio State and don't get in the playoffs. That's going to be a letdown. That's going to be disappointing. Because the truth of the matter is, if the coaching was better, we'd be able to achieve a 10-2 season. I'm not necessarily saying that guarantees an Ohio State victory, but I am saying we probably win the USC game. We probably put up a better fight against Oklahoma. we probably go 10-2 with a better coaching staff. And it's not that like, it's just the coaching staff is learning. It's clear the coaching staff is learning. Now, quite frankly, again, well, Wink Martindale's an OG. He is. But the defense has been performing well. I think we'd all agree out of the 3 phases of football, the defense is the least of our concerns. Is that fair? That's fair, right? Special teams is obviously
the least. Yeah.
We're not going to say the most of our concerns because the impact is far less. Obviously, it's the most dysfunctional and the least consistent. But the offense is the biggest of our concerns because we see our young quarterback regressing. And we see an offense that's not executing except in the run game, and not due to our offensive line impact, but due to the fucking talent of our running backs, from Haynes to Marshall, and even Kuzdal had some good runs tonight.
He did.
But at the end, but at the end of the day, it's just not good enough. We all know this. I know that it does appear there's a very small group of fans who feel we got the win. Let's just, it's not as bad as we're making, but it is though. It's okay to learn from wins, and it's okay to be critical of your even though I know we're fans, right? We're just fans. We're just doing commentary, but it's okay. Like, dude, it's not good enough. There's no way to fucking paint it. There's no way to fucking frame this. It's not. Even that. Even the one who's saying we're 7-2, Bryce Underwood's a freshman. Everything's still in front. Like, you're not wrong, but there's no way you fucking watched tonight and said that's good enough. No, you didn't. You didn't.
We've talked. We had a whole segment which everybody can check out called the Michigan Standard, and I don't think we should be happy anymore. Or we probably should have never been with 8-4, 9-3 seasons. This is a team with a global brand, $20 billion endowment, donors coming out the wazoo. And in my opinion, 10-2 is what should be the outcome this season. Even with how young the team is, you went out and paid $10+ million to get Bryce Underwood. Like, you don't do that. You don't make some of these moves. You don't fire Kirk Campbell. Hey, could have kept Kirk. You want to be 8-4? Could have probably kept Kirk Campbell. Probably could have settled for a different quarterback other than Bryce Young. But no, they made the move to get Chip Lindsey. They made the move to get the number 1 quarterback in the 2026 class, the number 1 recruit in the 2026 class, or the 2025 class. So it's like some of the moves they're making are, hey, we want to be elite. But then other moves are like just like keeping Samaj Morgan in. Sorry, but like, I know I said I wasn't going to say that, but like that, I'm putting that on the coaching to do that, to look at personnel, evaluate personnel, and make decisions.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, there's not much more that needs to be said. It's just straight up not fucking good enough top to bottom. There's like fucking 5-6 players who are shining the most, and there's a couple guys who are doing okay, but it's just not good enough. We all know it. So we can go into super chats, John. I think unless there's anything else. Yeah, all right. It's end of the day, not good enough. Figure it the fuck out, boys. Let's go.
No, and we got a bye week, so all the injuries. Actually, that is one more thing I wanted to bring up. Justin Tress. But not just Justin Tress. I'm talking about the entire strength and conditioning program, the nutrition program.
Yeah.
The things that are utilized to help keep our guys in the right frame of mind, working like regular, like the amount of injuries. And I know I'm going to get at least 5 people in the chat saying, blaming the strength and conditioning coach is a lazy take or whatever the case may be. I agree football's a violent sport. I agree that injuries happen no matter what. I'm with everybody there. But that whole program needs to get looked at because it has taken a dive since Ben Herbert was running things. There's no doubt.
It's more than the strength and conditioning coach is more than just the physical. It's the mental. The mental's not there with this team right now. It's not locked in. It's not. Not sorry. It's not locked in, dude. It's not fucking locked. Does anyone think we are locked in and ready to go? No.
Jordan Marshall being maybe the exception.
Yeah, well, I'm not. There's individual players, for
individual
sure.
Standouts.
And I know you know what I'm saying. Like, bro, it's more than just physical with a strength and conditioning coach. He sets the fucking standard. You know, listen, the whole program needs evaluation from the top down.
I agree.
Period. You know, but guess what? Listen, let me just pump brakes though. They're getting another year.
Mm-hmm.
Next year will be hot seat season if it's anything like this. That's where we are.
All right, let's hit some super chats, and then after super chats, we are going to be taking a few calls. If we get to we're $21 away from our second hour. We'll probably need that second hour to take some calls. So go ahead and I'm not relaxing.
You better fucking relax, John.
I'm trying here, but there's just not a lot. Like, you look at the plays, you look at like the play calling isn't the problem. I think the play calling's been pretty good. They're utilizing the run game, play action off the run game. They did try some short game with some curl routes, some slant routes. They did try to slow the game down and just give Bryce some easy catches. And yet Bryce today was hot and cold, and mostly cold. Right? Just not finding open guys. I showed you the screenshots that were proof, right? Of just one of the interception play specifically, but just weird decision making. And that's, I think you got to go get a quarterback coach in addition to Chip Lindsey, who can help work with Bryce one-on-one and get him right. But anyway, let's hit super chats. So GT, starting things off, where would this team be without Jordan Marshall? And I would add Justice Haynes to that. Yeah.
6-3 for sure. At
least.
Yeah.
Probably drop Nebraska. You don't have Justice Haynes.
No. But he's talking about Jordan Marshall though.
Yeah, I know.
Jordan Marshall. Let's see. So USC game we won. Michigan State. I don't know. We might be 5-4.
Yeah, Washington.
No, not Washington. Michigan State and this one. Because Haynes played most of Washington, or at least half of it.
Yeah, I'm using them interchangeably. I mean, I think the general case is
I felt like we handled Washington. I mean, I know the game was like a one-score game into the third, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think the general point is without Haynes and Marshall, we're fucked. We'd be very.
They are the offense. Yeah, it's fair.
Tony Alford MVP in terms of coaching.
Yeah, right now
I would say that. Wolverine Not So Casual adding to it, just ordered my Jordan Marshall jersey, and he really did play with a ton of heart tonight. And he's been playing. Devin Gardner said he's been playing angry because he didn't expect to get, he expected to be like 1A, 1B rotation. Haynes took the job and deserved to, but Marshall, when he got his opportunity, he's running angry. He's running because he's like, I deserve that. Like, I deserve those opportunities. And he's proving it that he does deserve to be in that same conversation. Michigander, and I know Michigander Michigander's in our private chat going off, and I feel you. And I can't disagree. No more defending this coaching staff. Chip should be on the sidelines talking to his quarterback and showing him what to fix on the tablet after every drive in person. Bryce is regressing. JM is him. I mostly agree. Here's my thing. I'm fine with offensive coordinators who go on the box, who use the box instead of coach on the field. but then you need a quarterback coach on the field if you're going to do that. I have no issue with OCs because then you get a much wider view of the field. You can see the defensive adjustments and some of the defensive play calls easier, and you can just see the scope of things easier. So I have no issue with a coach that wants to do that. But then you go out, you get a quarterback coach who can be directly working with Bryce after each play or after each series.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, John. I mean, I know I'm not adding a lot of commentary right now because I'm just frustrated. I'm disappointed like everybody else. But to your point, look, if we were performing better, nobody would give a fuck where Chip is at. The reality is we're not performing, so we're grasping at solutions. Do I think there's value in a coach being on the sideline to one-on-one coach your young developing quarterback? Sure, I don't disagree, but I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not sure it's not the fucking difference maker here. I mean, would it have some value in potentially his developmental curve? Potentially, but I don't know. I don't know if it has a great enough impact where it even matters.
Joe with the 20 saying, I'm tired of the excuses. I'm with you. The staff needs to do a better job top to bottom. Purdue is the worst team in the Big Ten, and Michigan could have actually lost to them. Yes. The product tonight loses out. And Joe, I'm going to go a step further. Purdue looked like they wanted to be there. They looked like they wanted to win this game. And they went all out to try to win this game at all phases. Were they perfect? No. But you could see that they were fighting. You could see that everyone on that team had a mission. And they almost had the upset of the decade, in this battle. They played above their two-win record for sure. But you're right. Michigan could have lost to them, and a lot of them just seemed like they mentally weren't there.
Yeah.
Michigander asks, why can't we ever just dink and dunk down the field throwing the ball? Make it simple for Bryce. Every throw seems to be drawn up for either a flat or something 10 yards down the field. So there were some, and I know what you mean. There were some designed curl routes and slant routes today. And some usage of the tight ends and 12 personnel. There was some of that for dink and dunk opportunities. And even then, I do think it helped a little because I do think we got into a little bit more of a groove versus the first half late in the game. So some of that did start to help him out, I think, build up some confidence, at least somewhat. But I agree. Why not? Now, I'm a big proponent of if it's first down, take a shot. Love it. I'm a big fan of that because we call it a waste down, right? In football, it's called a waste down. Essentially, take a shot, you make it amazing. Don't make it. Maybe you draw a DPI, or at the very least, you give defenses the possibility of some. So I'm down with some deep shots, but then when you get to 3rd and 3, that's where you call your slants, your curls, your hooks, your 4 or 5 yard routes.
Right, crossing routes.
Crossers, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have an answer, but it's funny. I just got tagged in a notification on Twitter, John, and let me read this to you. Tell me if you think this is accurate. I turn on the podcast for 5 minutes, and it's always blaming the coaches. Guys, the receivers were open. The place Bryce can't throw the ball in the ocean. Or what did he say? What? He said, guys, the receivers were open all over the place. Bryce can't throw the ball in the ocean. He missed some punctuation there. He goes, I've been to all but one game. I don't think people realize how bad Bryce has been. The coach's job is to scheme the guys open, and they are. I don't know. Were we not honest about Bryce? I don't know. I mean, I know. See, the problem is, bro caught 5 minutes, and he doesn't realize we were talking about Bryce. Obviously, clearly is not good enough.
Yeah, we've been going after the players.
I know. It's one of those things.
Episode.
I know. It's one of those things where it's like, because we get it. I get these things so frequently. It's like you didn't hear the whole podcast. Like you're giving a take on a portion of our analysis, and you're drawing a conclusion on what we truly think of this situation. The reality is, look, fuck it. Let me just say this too. Why are we defending the coaches? What have the coaches done to earn your fucking white knighting? Like, explain to me why the coaches deserve zero criticism for the way this team is fucking prepared. Explain that. Like, no one's saying Bryce was good. No one is saying because of the coaches, Bryce sucks. No one's saying that.
Right.
Bryce is clearly not playing good enough to the standard he needs to play at, right? Offensive line, pass protection, not good enough. Wide receivers outside of Andrew Marsh, not good enough. Special teams, clearly, everywhere, not good enough. Coaching,
I'm with
not
you.
Good enough.
It's
I don't know.
Holistic.
Like, there's
coaching has to be a factor here because, again,
right.
Like if you look at what Cignetti's doing, if you look at what, and I'm going to say it, third base Ryan Day. I know he can be soft little bitch sometimes, but look, he wins 11 games a year. He goes to the playoffs, wins national titles. He doesn't need a rebuild year. He doesn't need 2 rebuild years.
No.
We don't hear about, they're so young with Ohio State. No, they just win games consistently.
That's right.
And all I'm saying is, I want my school, the school that I went to for 4 years, that I have a ton of pride in, to get to that top 10 status where
easy.
They're pretty much a guaranteed playoff team every year. That's what I want. And that's where we were from 21 to 23. And that's what I think Michigan deserves to be at. And I don't think this coaching staff is doing it.
You're right. You're right. Not one thing did you say was incorrect. You're right.
Okay. Daylight savings time. Remember to turn your clocks back. So that's right. Daylight savings time.
Thank you.
Good call. I starred that one because I saw it. I was like, hell yeah. Great reminder.
Rufus cares about the people, okay?
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're in America, if you're watching or listening internationally,
if you're in Arizona, you don't got to worry about it.
Right. Or if you're in one of the states that doesn't observe it. Michigander, I think.
Hold on, John. I don't get many opportunities to say this. We need to end that shit.
Yeah. I'm co-sign.
Call your local politician. Let's fucking end daylight savings time.
Michigander, I think there's a bit of sarcasm in this super chat. I thought we were fine, TJ, because I think this is talking about, you were saying, hey, everybody needs to chill out.
Yep. Michigander, we're 7-2. What the fuck are you talking about? Everything's in front of us. We're great.
Yeah.
Bro, what do you mean? Everything's in front of us. All of our playoff hopes. We're 7-2. We're fantastic. We're ranked. Saban Hyder's coming. There's nothing to worry about.
Yeah. Yeah, except the entire coaching system and staff.
Yeah, dude, there's nothing to worry about. Except we might not have our head coach might not be here next year. Nothing to worry about.
Vaughn, with a shout out here. This team got me feeling like Steve Dace. Funny enough, Michigan Podcast is the reason that all of this is happening. Because if it wasn't for Michigan Podcast, I never would have met Mark Rogers. Wouldn't have moved up the ladder to become host of the Michigan channel. Wouldn't have been in a position to bring TJ on. None of this would be happening without Michigan Podcast, actually. But if you think about it, but yeah, I get what you're saying. He can be pretty negative, and it is easy to get into that mode when you have a desire to see Michigan in the playoffs and beating teams like Ohio State consistently after the last 4 years of dominance. You want to see that continue.
I wonder what the donors think about Bryce's performance tonight. Like, I wonder, what do they think? Like, I wonder if they're like, damn, I need to get this kid wide receivers, or damn, this coaching staff's letting me down, or damn, the money. on Underwood right now. Like, I wonder what is going on in their mind when they watch that game. I just wonder.
Yeah. I wonder too. And I'm sure that part of them are like, well, there's injuries. There's a ton of injuries.
Of course. But bro, I'm just thinking to myself, like, if I was like in an Ellison position, which obviously clearly fucking not richest man in the world, right? Yeah. Bro, I don't know. Maybe because I'm too close to the situation, but I'd be like, all right, I'm getting a new head coach. I'm loading up on wide receivers. I got a checklist, bro. Like, you're gone. All right, we're getting him. I swear to God, bro, I'd be fucking like you. Have you seen those videos of the Indianapolis Colts' owner on the sideline and shit?
Yeah, with the notes, with the notepad.
Yeah. No, listen, if I was on some Larry Ellison, again, richest man in the world, I'm not.
Yeah.
Bro, I wouldn't be on the sideline, but I'd be fucking like, I'd be like GM of this shit, bro. I'd be like fucking, all right, we got it. This is our budget. This coach is fucking gone. I'd be making so many decisions. I'd fund this. I would give like $50 million to this team every year if I was on an Ellison position.
We do have the other extreme here. Jacob Bennett saying fire everybody. So we've got y'all are being too hard on the team, and then we have fire everybody on the other side. So you're getting the full spectrum of takes here from the Michigan fan base. Gotta love it. And by the way, whatever you think about this, you're right. You know why? Because you're a Michigan fan. Some of you aren't who are listening. Some of you are Buckeyes and other fan bases. But if you're a Michigan fan and you have been supporting the team for decades, maybe you have maize and blue themed houses or whatever the fuck. You went to the school, you didn't go to the school, but you have ties. You deserve to feel however you want to feel right now. It's okay to feel like fire everyone, and it's okay to be like, hey, like, let's ease up. Either way, like you're entitled to your opinion. Now, we may disagree with various things and have a debate on it, but anyway, Killer Panda, get on the Lane train. So Killer Panda wants Lane Kiffin to come to Michigan.
Not a culture fit. It just wouldn't happen. I'm not. I kind of like Lane, but it wouldn't fit here.
Hey, he'd like Deja Vu and and Skeeps and Ricks.
Who doesn't, John?
Good times. All right, let's see here. Beats and Treats, one of our mods, is here. I don't want to hear any more excuses. Bryce needs serious development. My man can't complete a pass over 12 yards, it seems. I hope this humbled him. Yeah. His best pass was to Andrew Marsh, I believe.
Yeah, bro. Like, look, stop taking photos. Yards. Yeah, stop taking photos on the sideline. Don't be in the fucking post game when you don't even respectfully, bro. You didn't. Again, that was Marshall's time. Period. Is what it is.
Facts. And we are, by the way, we do have the second hour unlocked. So I have put the link in to start to call in after our super chats. We're 125 away from a third and final hour. So if you want to get that third hour, go ahead and contribute either super chat, super sticker, or become a member. That counts. And if you want to gift people memberships, that counts too. So 4 different ways to do it. Okay, Kevin Martell, what up? Why isn't Rod Moore playing? So he's still dealing with that injury. He's it sounds like he may be back soon.
The knee is bothering him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't feel comfortable playing right now.
That's pretty much the long and short of it. Yeah. Anthony, Marshall won this game by himself. A lot of injuries. Got to get healthy over the bye for a playoff push. Go Blue. Yeah, I think towards the end, the fourth quarter, they were just like, let's just escape. Let's get out of here. Pound the rock. Get out of here. Win the game by any means necessary. 5-point victory. That's cool. We'll kneel it. We still have 1:30 to at least run it in for another touchdown. We're not going to do that. We're just going to kneel it out and get out. That's what, they could have probably, Jordan Marshall probably could have scored. If they wanted to call it, if they wanted to like make that happen. They could have made that happen, but they just you could tell by the end of that game, there were so many injuries and it was such a rough game that I think everybody just wanted to get to the locker room.
Yeah.
Beats and treats. Enough with the playoff talk. We were just in a dogfight with fucking Purdue.
I know.
Let's stop the delusion.
Well, it's not
possible. It's not.
Yeah,
delusion.
I know. That's why it's not. But I mean, listen, you're heard. We
You're
fucking
hurt.
did not play well. End of story. I
That
have no fucking listen. There's nothing. I agree.
Yeah. I would like. I still look. I would like to see what the team looks like coming out of the bye. Maybe they actually take advantage of a bye week for once.
No, we won't. Because we didn't last bye. Are we gonna lie to our fucking selves?
Yeah.
Bro, I have zero confidence they're gonna get this shit fucking right over the bye week. Zero. Not 5, not 4, not 10. 0.
Man, 9-3, or even you drop one to Northwestern and go 8-4. I mean,
if they drop one to Northwestern Maryland, fuck, dude. Whatever. I mean, the reality is next year's hot seat season. It is what it is.
Oh yeah, I'm still going to that Maryland game. We'll see what happens.
Fuck, dude.
Lee Hart, Jaden Mayava is having the exact same game as Bryce. So saying, hey, Bryce isn't the only one who's having a struggle right now. I get it.
Jaden Mayava's having a far stronger season than Bryce, though.
Yeah. Wolverine, not so casual. With one of my favorite super chats, really like John's suggestion. Wolverine, not so casual, knows ball. I love it. Get a QB coach on the sideline. Someone to talk to him in person. Yeah, it can't hurt, right? Like,
no, I mean, the problem is coaches have their preferences. You know, like some coaches like being on the sideline. Some coaches like to oversee the play. You know, that's the thing about it is, to be honest, I've actually wondered myself, like if I was ever a coordinator, which I'm not, clearly, would I prefer to be on the sideline or oversee the play? I actually think I would prefer to oversee the play.
Yeah, me too.
You know,
I have no issue with what Chip Lindsey does.
I don't have an issue. I mean, but I understand the argument. I mean, it's an listen, does the quarterback need one-on-one coaching after each series at his age? I mean, it's a fair argument.
Joe says Bryce looks like a project QB.
He does tonight.
He does tonight for sure. They are not developing this kid. I'm sorry, but it's garbage. They are wasting his talent.
They're not right now. There's no defense. You're not wrong. It's fucking inexcusable, man. It's just what it is.
Goat since Yost. I like that Marshall scores touchdowns without celebrations. Just hand the ball to the official or just...
Yeah.
He's very much like what we want. Like, you want somebody, he punches into work, he gets it done. You don't need not as much flash, not as much TikTok dancing. Just get it in the end zone, punch the clock. And he has so much heart too at the same time.
I've said this before, he reminds me of Blake Corum in terms of his mentality.
Micaiah, and this may be a new person. I don't think I've seen this screen name before. So if you are a new person, thank you. Welcome to Michigan at the Voice College Football. Thank you for the 5.
Or maybe a long time viewer, first time super chatter.
It could be that too. Either way, thank you. Speak your minds. They're getting paid.
No, right? I know you're right. Listen, I'm going to be real with you. When I saw the way Devin Gardner and Jake Butt went after Samaj Morgan, because I'll be real, sometimes I don't hold back, but I feel bad ragging on a guy. You know, because like I know they're trying. Like I know it's obviously they prefer to perform better, and it sucks because like you don't want. I mean, again, I say it all the time. I want Samaj to be an All-American, but I can't make him catch the fucking ball. But at the end of the day, you just got to be honest too.
Yeah, and we also have to be real that not every missed pass opportunity was on Bryce. Macaulay dropped one. Samaj had one go straight through his fucking hands. Why he's still out there in any way, I don't understand. But he is, at least a little bit. He wasn't as much today. They didn't use him as a starter all the time. They were trying Jamar Browder. They were trying Channing Goodwin, who, by the way, got a catch. Woo! So hey, there's something. Obviously, Andrew Marsh is still, I think, the bright spot on the receiving corps. And Cold-Hearted says it here. Andrew Marsh needs more targets. Someone needs to get Bryce to practice touch passes and or lob passes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he needs work right now. I mean, he's regressing. I'm gonna kind of just be frank too. He's regressing. Like he's a better thrower than this. We saw it earlier in the year. What are we talking about? Like he's not. He's losing his feel, and he's not seeing the field. He's losing his feel for the game right now, and he's not seeing the field. Not ideal. I'm gonna tell you right now. This offseason, so let's just set the precedence now. And I know a lot of people already know what I'm gonna say. It's got to be
not seeing the field right there.
John,
that was the interception.
This offseason needs to be fucking critical. Like the Michigan's got to take this so serious. They have got to get these wide receivers. They got to get the talent in here. Do not waste Bryce Underwood's second year. Give that kid everything he needs to succeed. And then it's on Bryce Underwood to fucking execute when no one's looking, right? Like play, practice, fucking whatever he does. I don't even doubt his work ethic. I mean, by all accounts, we all know his work ethic is great. I mean, that's kind of been the word. That's not my concern. But he's clearly not locked in right now. Period.
Something's off.
And like, I'll be real with you too. Like when Devin Gardner 2 weeks ago said he sees Bryce Underwood regressing, I'm going to be honest with you. I totally disregarded that comment. I was like, bro, I don't like chill out,
Yeah.
But tonight he looked like he was regressing. Like tonight was a quarterback. Week 1 and 2 look better than tonight.
I agree. I thought that the beginning of the season,
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Like seriously, the early part of the season, I was impressed. I was like, shit, Bryce just turned 18. He looks poised in the pocket. He looks like he's got.
He don't know.
He looks like he's kind of got it down, and now it does look like he's having trouble seeing the field where he wasn't as much in the first couple of games.
I know.
It didn't seem like it. Wolverine Not So Casual, continuing with this topic, I genuinely think, thank you, Wolverine Not So Casual, I genuinely think Bryce left 14 to 21 points on the field. I didn't think the rest of the team was that bad, honestly. Well, I would point out some other examples too, but
I mean, Bryce was obvious. No, but I mean,
Bryce was the main factor.
Yeah.
Absolutely. When the QB is terrible, so much looks bad. I'll be interested to see the Pro Football Focus scores.
Yes, AD, and you're up first. All right, buddy, you're up first. We'll get to you.
We hit all the super chats, and then we'll do calls. Blue, Bryce's high school teammates could catch his throws. What are we doing?
The throws got to get to him too. I mean, how many times was a fucking receiver? There were receivers with some separation. There were receivers wide open. He couldn't even get it to him. Let's just call it what it is. It was just a poor ass performance. It sucks. It is what it is, though. Can't lie.
Yep. Captain says the donors need to go to Ward, threaten holding all funds until this entire fucking staff is gone.
Yeah.
It's getting harder and harder to defend it. I mean, I'm still.
Well,
it's hard to say fire a coach.
They're going to get next year. It doesn't matter. Sharon's going to make some quick changes this offseason, like special teams and probably offensive line, etc. Next year, Sharon Moore. If this is like this next year, it'll be very hot. It'll be hot.
Quinn says, I've been saying this all damn year. Sharon doesn't belong at Michigan. As the head coach, he is responsible for all the assistant coaches and game prep. Chip is the only bright spot on the entire coaching staff. I'd add Tony Alford to that too.
I agree.
Quinn follows up.
And Brian John Murray.
Yeah, the linebackers. I mean, I know that they're banged up right now, but they've been playing very well. Especially Ernest Hausman has been very consistent. Like today, he was one of the bright spots. Moore also gets to decide who plays and who doesn't. Samaj. Facts. Drufus says, should we put Zach Marshall over Marlon Klein? That he hasn't been right since the injury.
No.
I think you should. I think
Marshall.
Give Marshall, Tonelli a shot. Just let them be the starters for a game. I mean, it's Northwestern. Let them be the starters. See what happens. Captain says, on the bright side, my pork shoulder and ribs turned out fire on the old Oklahoma Joe's smoker. So on the bright side. And that actually sounds really delicious. Pork shoulder and ribs. Xavier says, so chemistry isn't important with injuries and freshman? The FR? Yeah, I mean, injuries do impact chemistry 100%. And there's been a lot of injuries on this team. Okay, so there's no question there.
Yeah, injuries are not why we played like this.
Yeah. Bryce was the main issue. I'm not going to.
Why? So Justice Haynes, what injury was the difference maker tonight? Justice Haynes? Well, we have Jordan Marshall. Was it Rod Moore? No, it's not. What was the injury that fucked up our ability to dominate Purdue tonight? And if Justice Haynes is the answer, then why are we so reliant on one player? Respectfully, Xavier. I'm just challenging you, brother. You can pass me a beer though. I'll take another one.
All right. So we've got Wolverine. Marshall progressing. He's always run hard, but now he's running patient and bouncing outside. Even Kudsdal runs with patience and burst. Alfred goated. I've said this from day one, and we had so many Buckeyes saying, no, Alfred, we're so happy to be rid of Alfred. And I'm like, have you actually done a deep dive and look at what the man's accomplished? I was very excited for his hire, and it's clear here that he's developed multiple excellent running backs. Haynes, who obviously was really good until he went down. Now Jordan Marshall picking up the baton as the main running back. And today he ran for 185 yards, 3 touchdowns, 25 carries. Incredible performance. Incredible. Almost 200 rushing yards. What? The Timeline Villain says, white knighting for the coaches is crazy when you notice Emmett Johnson ran for 165 on USC. We couldn't even get 110. Coaching is definitely an issue. Absolutely. Caden says, TJ, your favorite diesel freak mechanic is here. I guess John's chop liver. That's okay. That's okay. Politico Julio, member for 10 months. Who do we even replace Moore with? Oh, I don't know. Kalen DeBoer, Lane Kiffin, Jed Fish. I know we beat him, but imagine Jed Fish with Michigan's level of donors and talent. I mean, again, I'm not there quite yet, although I'm getting there. This team is clearly poorly coached, and it's a problem. And there need to be a lot of personnel decisions in the offseason. D. Sonny says, Bryce needs an elite QB coach. You can't fumble a generational talent. I agree. I think a QB coach is needed. Charles Lewis says, end of the day, players got to make plays. All the opportunities was there today. Players do need to make plays. Bryce, for one, needs to see the field better. Players need to catch the fucking football.
Agree.
The line on Run Pro, I think, was pretty good. On Pass Pro at times, didn't give Bryce a lot of opportunities. And then defense, a lot of soft coverage, allowing for runs that like Purdue should not have been able to get as much, like 138 rushing yards and 138 passing yards. That's a lot. Like for Purdue, we should have been able to keep that under 100. Michigander says, my cousin is Rick Leach, and I promise you he has some words about what is going on. I bet he does. And Michigander following it up with, Sharona's coming back next year.
Yep.
But how long will it last if it's similar to this year? I don't think it will last long.
Well, I'll say this. If it's like this next year and we're 7-2, he'll make it to the end of the year.
Yeah.
You know. But then the donors and the athletic director need to make a decision. Is this good enough?
All right, so we're about to get to calls. Before we get to calls, we want to give our sponsors one more round of messages. So here's a message from Win Agency celebrating the win today.
Hey, Michigan fans! Another exciting win for the Maize and Blue. With temperatures getting colder and the games getting more intense, we know open enrollment for health insurance is right around the corner. Open enrollment for 2026 goes from November 1st to December 15th for those who want a January 1st effective date. Let Win Agency take care of your health plan so you can spend more time and energy following our amazing team. Give us a call or visit our website today. Go Blue!
There we go from the Win Agency, and we do have all three links here in the chat. Consider giving them a shot if you need Medicare help or the marketplace or life insurance, any of the three. You got the links right there. In addition, we want to thank Healthy Dogma. So the Wolverines did it again. Big win, big smiles, and you know your dog feels that energy too. Celebrate the victory with Healthy Dogma. Real ingredient dog food made here in Oxford, Michigan. Our pet mix dehydrated dog food lets you whip up a homemade meal in minutes. Just add water and your favorite protein. Fuel your dog like a true Michigan fan at healthydogma.com and use code 25GoBlue for your exclusive fan discount. Victory never tasted so good for you or your dog. And here is the URL. And you can check them out. And if you use this URL, you don't even have to type in 25GoBlue because the URL will automatically apply the discount if you use the one I just threw in there. And last but certainly not least, we got thebestpokersite.com. So we are happy to announce a new sponsor for Michigan Live. Thebestpokersite.com is located in Traverse City, Michigan. As a poker player myself, I'm very excited about this. They're a great company that specializes in providing standard and custom products for homemade game rooms, poker rooms, and businesses. They have a variety of standard poker, blackjack, roulette, and craps tables in stock that can be upgraded with custom felts. They also provide fully custom tables, custom chips, and poker chairs. We encourage you to contact Jim, the owner, directly to discuss your ideas at 231-631-1571 or jklaus1977 at gmail.com. Or you can just hit the link right here. And we'll just pop that right in there. And he's got it up here. You can see some of the inventory, and they even have Michigan custom logo stuff.
Yeah, these, they're amazing looking tables. Like if you want a poker table, this is obviously a great company to work with. And then if you want something on maybe more budget friendly, the Michigan chips. I mean, that's fire, man. You know. So yeah, they got custom Michigan chips. They got custom Michigan tables. Check it out. Excited to be partnered with thebestpokersite.com, which is an amazing domain, by the way.
Absolutely. All right. So with that said, let's go ahead and get to calls, shall we?
Let's get it. AD's ready.
AD, I want to hear all of AD's thoughts on
AD. What an amazing win, right? Okay. I agree, AD. I agree.
AD, are you there?
He fell asleep, dog.
Might have fell asleep. Okay.
He was ready.
We'll try you again in a couple minutes. Nick M, are you here with us?
Yep, I'm here. Hello?
All right. Thanks for calling in. What did you think about the game tonight?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not too worried, honestly, and people can criticize me for it.
No,
but
go. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Listen, I want to just get to 9-2 and get to that Ohio State game. That's all I care about.
Yep.
You know, they had, Haynes was out today.
Yep.
I understand Underwood did not look good. I listened to the first half on the radio, saw the second half on TV. He did not look good. He had some bad moments for sure. The kid's 18. To me, it just seems obvious. They're building towards that Ohio State game. And I don't think Sharon Moore gives a damn how we win these games. And maybe I'm giving him too much credit, but I really don't think he gives a damn how we win these games. And we just need to get to 9-2 and get to that OSU game because they're holding back. To me, it just feels obvious. They're holding back for that game.
I don't know if they're holding. Do you think they're intentionally holding back? Or you think they're just not playing to the level? They're just not playing to an optimal level. I mean, do you think they're intentionally holding back? Is that your position?
I think it's a mix. I think it's a mix of things. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna say Underwood's out there throwing terrible balls or fumbling at the goal line on purpose. He's obviously not doing that on purpose.
Right.
He's having issues. But I think coaching wise, they are trying to show as little as possible before OSU. I mean, guys, if Underwood came out tonight and threw for 300 yards and we won by the same score, 21-16, but we had only 40 rushing yards, would everybody be happy? I think they might be happy because everyone seems to have.
They might be.
Yeah, because everyone seems to have an obsession with passing yards. This is across all of college football.
But you understand, like we are like when you're in the desert, fucking crawling through the heat, dehydrated, water's amazing. And that's what we have been as a fan base looking for a passing attack, is we are dehydrated in a fucking desert waiting for a drop of water.
Okay, but 2 weeks ago, Underwood came out and had a great game against Washington.
2 weeks ago. But that's the problem, Nick, is it's 2 weeks ago. Why is it? And against the, Purdue has, I think, the second or third worst pass defense in the Big Ten. It's like ranked real low in college football.
Right.
And I just want to say, I think your take. I really appreciate counter perspective because it's so interesting. Because Nick, I know you really buy what you're all in. Like you feel this team's holding back, but when that game in November, we're gonna be ready to play, and that's when the boys are gonna play to a level.
I do think this. I do think this.
Go on.
I think that flea flicker, like that, I think it was a very similar concept as to what we saw in the spring game in that final that touchdown, the final part of the spring game. I believe that was probably not intended for 2-win Purdue. I believe that was probably intended for Ohio State. I can't prove it. I have no evidence to prove that. But when you're struggling against 2-win Purdue, hey, let's pull out one of the tricks that we were trying to save for Ohio State. So I do believe that there's stuff like that. Probably also some more double pass stuff with maybe McCauley or Kendrick Bell as the quarterback. I'm sure they have a couple of things like that, and they were trying to save it for Ohio State. Unfortunately, when you're only up by 4 against Purdue, and you might lose to Purdue and have one of the most embarrassing losses in the last decade, you go ahead and pull out the trick play. I had no issue with it, but that I do think you're right. There's some plays that we're holding, but I don't think the whole team is just reserving all this, hey, we're going to play really well. Like, I think that's the bridge too far. I think there are plays being reserved, but I don't think that you're going to see a ton of wholesale difference in how they play every play.
I think Michigan is trying their best to play. I think Michigan's trying their best to play good football. They're trying to execute at a high level. I don't think it's working.
Yeah, I'm just. I wasn't laughing at you, John. I was laughing. Someone called me a clown in the chat.
Yeah, let's not. Turd Garrison, you're in timeout. We're not doing personal attacks here.
It's just funny to me. It's just funny. It's funny because we ran for 100. We had a running back run for 185 yards today.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
we're one of the best rushing teams in college football.
You're not wrong about that. The running game Jordan Marshall did incredible today.
He's a beast. I mean, I love him. I'm probably in the minority here, but I like him more than Haynes. And I think Haynes.
You are in the minority. That's interesting.
I like Haynes. I'll say this. I think Haynes is more talented, but I like Marshall more because he turns out those tough yards, and you need that against Ohio State. You need that. And here's the thing: our running backs are better than theirs. They are
100%. Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
they would agree. What's that famous statistic about the Ohio State game? Whichever team runs for the most yards almost always wins.
Yeah,
and so like I know we have the better running backs. Our offensive lines, they're all. I mean, I was watching a little bit of the Ohio State game earlier, and even Joel Klatt was commenting that Ohio State's offensive line, they're not perfect. They have some issues, and they haven't ran the ball with authority this year. I will say this: Sayin earlier made some impressive throws, so good on him. I think he's better than we probably thought. But is their running game going to be able to, when they come to Ann Arbor, are they going to be able to run the ball on us? Because it's not just going to be, if they think they're going to go out there and just beat us with Julian Sayin throwing it around the field, that ain't happening. They need to be able to run the ball. They need to be able to have a balanced attack against us. You cannot win the game just throwing the ball around the field. What's the last time that's happened?
Well, and remember that third base Ryan Day tried to run because Wink was bracketing and taking Jeremiah Smith, trying to take him out of the equation. So that's why third base decided, let's try to run the ball with Judkins and Travion Henderson. It wasn't working out very well because we had two of the best interior D linemen in the country that year. Yeah, last year.
Definitely, and so, I mean, look, I understand people being concerned about today. I think it was just, I think, they obviously had a lot of injuries. It's all about just getting to the bye week. And, let's just wait till we, get to the game. I mean, that's really, because at this point, we're playing Northwestern next. We're playing Maryland. How much are we going to learn from those games? I got a wake-up call for everybody. You're not going to see a lot in these next two games. You're just not. This team is going to go out to Wrigley Field, and they're going to go out to Maryland, and they're just going to try to win at the bare minimum. That's all they're going to try to do because they're going to be holding back. They are. And I don't know. I mean, and maybe I'm arguing against myself here. I mean,
give us your final thought. Give us your final take because we got a couple callers come.
Yeah, sure thing. They need to get Underwood. They need to get him in a rhythm at least before the game. So I don't think they're going to be going out there and just running it and not trying to do anything in these next two games. But I also think they're not going to show their hand completely. And that's my final take. We've won 4 years in a row. I don't think OSU is unbeatable. I think really, and I know it's hard for people, it's going to be really hard for all the fans to do this, but you got to wait to reserve your judgment until November 29th.
Yep. All right, Nick. Well, we appreciate you calling in, man.
All right. Thanks. You guys have a good one.
You too. Go Blue.
You too, Nick. Thank you, Nick. Go Blue. Yep.
Yeah. I don't entirely disagree. I do think there are plays that are marked for Ohio State. I think there are concepts that they run in that Ohio State drill, the beat Ohio drill, that they're not going to, they don't want to play against anyone else except Ohio State. But I don't think that the plan was to run a double flea flicker against Purdue. I don't think that they wanted to do that.
No.
All right, let's. So again, we're doing 5-minute calls. We have 4 callers in the queue, so we will knock through these. And then if you do want hour 3, we need $105. Otherwise, these will be the callers. But $105 to go, and $105 can be super chat, super sticker, membership gift. All right, next up in the 5-minute calls, we got AD. call him back in here. AD, you there?
Bro, you came back. Shit.
Came back, but the mic isn't working. It seems like. Check your settings. Check your settings and see if maybe you got to change the input. That happens all the time. So it's in StreamYard, the little gear at the bottom, and just check to see if it's the right mic or something else. Okay. Next up, we've got Vaughn. Hey, Vaughn.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
What's up, Vaughn?
So,
Been better, but hey, we got to win. So
yeah. I just want to say, because I know people are talking about the Ohio State game, and that we're saving stuff for them, and we're in Ohio State's head, which is true. We are in Ohio State's head. But one thing I've noticed, like I hate watch Ohio State, and so I've been following Ryan Day, and he said that he made a mistake last year, trying to run the ball. Now, granted, he did throw the ball a lot last year against us, but he should have thrown it more, and he could have thrown it more, but he did it. He was trying to do like the ground game thing, because he felt that stat was very important, that the team with the most rushing yards is the winner. He said that he's not making that same mistake this year, and so yeah, the defense, we weren't really truly tested in the secondary tonight, but with a lot of young freshmen and a lot of injuries that we have throughout the team, like I do worry about like how well. I mean, locking down one receiver is tough enough, but then when you have two or three,
Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate both playing at a high level.
Yeah, and so I think Michigan fans are expecting Ohio State to play our game, which they're not going to this year. Now they're playing us at home, and I don't know, maybe it'll snow, maybe there'll be rain. I hope so. because I feel like I mean that plays into our hands, but
let's hope for snow.
I think
absolutely
it's going to be different this year. So just the prep, my fellow Michigan fans. Another thing I just wanted to bring up is I feel like when I look at college football teams across the country and 5-star QBs or 5-star players, like our 5 stars don't play like their 5 stars, and I don't know if it's because if Chip Lindsey is like I didn't follow his career at where was he at?
UNC last.
Okay, yeah, UNC. And so he had Drake May, and so
Auburn.
But what was he coaching Drake May directly or
1 year? He had 1 year with Drake May.
Okay, just 1 year. Okay.
His final year, his senior year.
And he was QB and OC that year.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know. Like I just feel like when I look at these other QBs, like even like the 4-star QBs, like why do they look the way they look, and why does Bryce look the way he looks?
Listen, these are all fair questions. Like it's fair to ask these questions, right? Here's the reality. When you look at what is performing, right? I was thinking about this during the game. What is performing? The running back position. Where is the actual talent on this team? The running back position. Who else performs on this offense? Andrew Marsh. Where is the talent in the wide receiver room? Andrew Marsh. There's just a lack of talent elsewhere, man. Like, and Vaughn, I'm not talking at you. I'm talking just in general. Like, we don't have talent at these skill positions outside of, obviously running back, yes, but even tight end, there's a lack of fucking talent. Wide receiver, outside of Andrew Marsh, there's a lack of talent that is ready today. Like that's just the reality of the situation, man. Like, so Bryce Underwood does not have, now granted, you can have all the talent in the fucking world, but if you throw like you do tonight, and by like just so we are very transparent, Underwood's throwing tonight, the talent's not the issue. Tonight was not a wide receiver talent issue, but it has been an issue throughout the season. You know, it's just that he didn't play well tonight, and there is a lack of talent at the wide receiver position that is not helping this team. And then what I would argue is the overseeing factor. The coaching is not getting them ready to play. They're not ready. They're not locked in. They don't look like they're ready to play. They still look sloppy and unclean. Tackling is better than it was, although there was some missed tackles tonight, but not as many as there was in the past. The team's it's just, again, for us being at week 10, we look like we are week 1.
Yeah.
Period. This is Purdue. Let's not belittle the reality.
It's supposed to be Purdue.
Yeah.
And they've won two games of football. And I understand they've kept it close in some games. They've punched above their weight in some games. They were 2-6 coming into this. They're bottom feeder Big Ten team this year.
Yeah, but are Indiana's wide receivers were they highly rated when they were coming in? Like I just feel like so I get what you're saying, TJ, that there is a talent, but I feel like there's also a scheme element to this where like I feel like there's a lot of teams that can scheme receivers open, and we're just not doing that. Now, I agree. Tonight, Bryce was off, so
right.
Yeah,
right. And receivers were open. They were really open.
We have been schemed. That the issue isn't about scheming wide receivers open.
Not tonight.
The issue, no. I think I think Chip has, for the most part, been able to get some guys open. If you go back to all the games that we played, why have we not made completions? Either Bryce didn't see an open guy because he wasn't seeing the field properly. That happened a lot today. We pointed to the interception example where he had a wide open McCauley. Or the receivers aren't catching the damn football, right? Samaj, Channing Goodwin, etc. That's why. I mean, has Chip been perfect? No. But I think execution, and I do put that part on Chip a little because he's a quarterback coach, and on Ron Bellamy, who's the wide receiver coach.
Yeah. Last thought. So last year, Sharon Moore got rid of Kurt Campbell, brought in Chip Lindsey.
Yep.
Do you guys remember, was Sharon Moore planning on firing Kurt Campbell regardless, or was that decision only made when they secured Bryce? Because my concern is, I've always felt that Sharon doesn't like to rock the boat. Like he's kind of friendly, not only to the players but to his coaching staff, and so I'm just wondering, will he be able to make the hard decision? Okay, hey, I got to let go of the JB Brown or
Ron Bellamy,
Jim Tress, or yeah.
Tress, yeah.
He has shown to be able to make hard decisions. I feel like he does have the ability to make the tough decision. But I do feel it takes him a while to realize he needs to make said decision. You know? But I think once he grasps it, once he understands it, I think he is very discerned. You know?
Yeah, because my only concern is if he only got rid of Kurt Campbell because he secured Bryce.
Because rumor. The reason why I don't believe that is because rumor was Sharon took over play calling at the end of the year.
Okay.
That's what it looked like against Ohio State based on the concepts that were run. Chris Ballas says that wasn't what happened, which I don't believe. He said that Kurt Campbell called the plays. Now here's the thing. The concepts that I saw against Northwestern and Ohio State, 12 personnel, pin and pulls, a lot of the things that you saw in the 2023 film breakdowns with Al Borges and those film breakdowns they did in 23. I watched every single one, inhaled that shit. You saw the same concepts in 24 against Ohio State and Northwestern. I think by that point, Kirk Campbell had been somewhat demoted.
Yeah.
Can't prove it.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess we'll find out because, like, if I don't know, because if that decision was only made after securing Bryce, then that lets me know that he only did that because of Bryce was a motivating factor, and it wasn't Sharon himself making that.
Can we all agree on this? This offseason is critical. There needs to be coaching staff changes. There needs to be talent acquisition, and this team better be fucking ready to compete for a play. I'm sorry. This team better be fucking playoffs and compete and at least compete in the playoffs. That's what I'm looking for.
10 wins next year. It should be 10 wins this year.
Playoffs. It's a harder schedule, but guess what? That's what the fuck it is. It is what it is. That's life. Some people have easier hands and some people have harder hands. But guess what? You don't have the choice. It's your schedule, so fucking handle it.
Yeah.
Is what it is. All right, man. Appreciate you.
Vaughn.
Yep. Go Blue. Thanks.
Go Blue, Ron. Man.
Thanks for calling in. All right, folks. Yeah.
I just want to say I appreciate the diversity of opinion tonight. I really do.
Yeah.
I have zero issue with I have zero issue ever being on the opposite side of an argument. I find it almost refreshing to hear a different perspective. Even if I don't agree with it. Refreshing, some people are like refreshing. I don't know. I like to hear a counter position, but I don't necessarily agree. I mean, I feel very firm in my position, but I do appreciate a counter perspective.
So we are still 88 to go for a third hour. We got about 20 or so minutes left. So if you want a third hour, 88 to go. Diddy with the 5. If Moore gets fired, he wouldn't get a power 4 job. Unfortunately, I don't know how we get a good coach with how many openings there are. Yeah, that's why I think there's no chance.
I think if Sharon, I think if Sharon gets fired, he gets O-line at Oklahoma. Hey, by the way, check your phone. When you're good though, whenever. I didn't miss Caden's super chat. I wasn't. All right, listen. So Caden said something. I kind of saw it when he sent it. There's like 3 people who said the same thing. Caden said, what did he say? I don't even know.
Oh yeah, something about TJ. It's your favorite diesel. I'll pull it up again.
Yeah, I know. So, yeah. Yes, I remember. All right, I got it. TJ, your favorite diesel mechanic is here. I don't want to say freak. That's fucking wild. But yeah. Hey, what's up, bro? Go Blue. What's up, big dog? Go Blue.
Yeah. Big dog. Tyre says so. Yeah, I'm with you, Tyre. I think that's why it's gonna be Sharon. It's gonna be Sharon next year. I think the only chance of it not being Sharon was if Michigan had lost to Washington, looked like it was falling off a cliff.
Yeah, he's not gonna.
And then maybe you drop to MSU, maybe you drop to this game. Then you're in a different conversation. But with all the jobs opening up, Lane Kiffin is going to be a hot commodity. Dan Lanning is going to be a hot commodity. Marcus Freeman, LSU is probably going to make a play.
It's
for
a
Marcus
bad year.
Freeman. It's a rough year to go out for talent.
Yep,
the best that we could probably hope for is fucking Brian Kelly. I don't want that. Do you guys want Brian Kelly to come here? He said he was interested. I don't want that.
Yes, his agent pushed for it when it was available.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. It's crazy. Michigander 10. The O-line is improving. The run game is the only thing that's working. I get how we want to get Bryce going, but why were we throwing so much early and often? Run to throw. We need more play action. So, Michigander, I didn't mind it because this is the game that should have been the confidence builder game. This is the game that should have been the gimme. Like, wide open guys, throw to your wide open guys, get up by 20, 30 points. When I was watching all the other football games, waiting for this because I was like, I want to beat the shit out of this team. I want to win by like 30 points. That would just to feel confident about the rest of the season and maybe having a shot against Ohio State again. And we didn't get that today. But I totally am cool with the idea of throwing the football a lot. This is the game you do that in to build up Bryce's confidence.
I believe in play action. I like
Sure.
like
Me too.
I'm a firm believer in setting the tone with the run game and implementing play action to keep a defense uneasy. We don't do that. So it just is what it is. I'm gonna pull up a comment, John. Y'all say not to fire more, then fire more, make up your minds. I mean, bro,
We've never
I feel like this is one of those things where it's like I feel like we're very clear actually. We are all saying Sharon's gonna make it to next year, right? He's going to. So we're giving you the reality.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality also is it looks like Sharon is overwhelmed. It's just the reality, brother.
Yep. Michigander says we're not running because we want to. We're running because we have to, because the passing game just isn't working properly. Makes it hard to call plays. Yeah, Chip knows how to call on play action and call runs, and he did it very successfully. Last year at UNC, very highly ranked rushing offense at UNC. So he knows how to do it. He knows how to call play action. But I think that the hope was that you could take some deep shots, some medium range shots, and build up Bryce's confidence also. This is the game to win Purdue. That with apparently a bad defense, or what we were told, just like MSU was supposed to be a bad defense. Just making it too hard. Go Blue says, at this point, we are who we are. Just keep winning.
Agree. That's right.
Just
100% true.
We're just going to pound the rock a lot, and we
No
have
lies told.
$10,
he's
$12
right.
million quarterback, and we're just going to be pounding the rock a lot.
If you keep winning, you meet your goals. Period. Even if it's ugly.
Good luck getting a excellent transfer portal wide receiver, barely passing.
I mean, if you make the playoffs, I think it's you add value. But we'll see. I mean, one game at a time. Right? We are literally at one game at a time. We are 1 week at a time. Now it's bye week. We are 1 week at a time right now as a program.
Wolverine Not So Casual said Bryce faced 14 pressures on 28 dropbacks.
Yeah.
Bryce did.
I noticed.
Bryce did face pressure.
And Wolverine Casual, I know he would know. So I trust these numbers.
I trust that. Yeah.
I will simply say I noticed watching the game tonight, and I mentioned it earlier in the show, I felt like he was not protected very well. I will say there was throws that Bryce threw that he should have had even when he had time, but there was definitely a lot of fucking times where I felt like he was rushed.
Yeah. And even then, there were 14 that he didn't get pressure. And he still missed some of those.
50% pressure rate is fucking terrible.
It is terrible. And the O-line needs to do better in pass pro. Run pro, like I said, I think they're creating holes, they're creating openings. It's always great to have Max Bredesen as an extra blocker in the run game too. He's money, basically, at blocking. But yeah, no, that's not good enough. I agree. But he has shown that he can escape the pocket, and he can, make plays with his feet. He can run the ball. Part of the problem today was he wasn't there were at times open lanes for him to run. He didn't take it. There were times where he should have either thrown the ball away or take the check down, or, hey, wide open guy, wide open McCauley. And so there's an issue, I think, with seeing the field, that if I had to pick one thing in the bye week for Bryce to work on, it's seeing the field. It's seeing who's open, making the right reads at the right time. And if you need to run the football, run the football. Bottom line. We got Captain Kudzdahl, our running back room is crazy. Kudzdahl, he has continued. I thought he might be one of those, you know how we talk about the spring game wonders? Like, remember Peyton O'Leary? He got those couple of spring games. He did have a really good catch against Ohio State, but he was considered a spring game wonder. And Kudzdahl, we thought might be a spring game wonder. Well, not so fast. Because
No, he looks
looking
solid.
pretty good. Yeah.
He does look solid.
Mason Buddha froze my ass off for a Matt coach learning on the job. So I guess Mason Buddha was at the game. This isn't fun anymore. Crowd was dead at times. That says it all.
Damn. Froze my ass off for a Mac coach learning on the job. Ugh.
That is.
Hey, you know who else was at the game tonight?
Who?
Mac and Cliff.
Oh, cool. All right. Curious to hear how they thought it went.
Yeah, I'm curious too.
Michigander says, at times, Bryce rushes himself. He's got to settle down. He does. He needs to settle down, and he was doing this earlier in the season. That's what's so frustrating. Like, he was doing this. He was settling down. He looked very poised in the pocket early on. So there is regression when you think of this. Jay Scott, go blue. Jay Marsh is my guy. Tough kid. He's my man. We all watch what happened. Glass half full. A lot of injuries. We all need the bye. Calm down, people. Look, and I'm assuming, yeah. So Jordan Marshall, he is a really, really talented player. Former Mr. Ohio. Can't wait to see him against Ohio State because they wanted him bad, and Michigan beat out Ohio State for that for the recruitment. So I think that's going to be a great game for him to really show off. But it's just not good enough, Jay. It's not good enough. And it's not the standard that we want to have. It's not the 9-win seasons, 8-win seasons. I'm over it. I want, even James Franklin, as fraudulent as he was getting 10, 11 wins a year, going to the playoffs. Went to the playoffs last year. He won against 2 cupcake opponents, but he got to the playoffs and got 2 playoff wins. They fired his ass because he started losing the games he shouldn't lose. But I just want to get to that 10-win threshold, make the playoffs. We have the talent to get to 10 wins.
Easy. What I find interesting, and I'm not mad at Jay at all.
Me neither.
It's so interesting, bro. You have this contingency of the fan base who is saying, hey, injuries, calm down, it'll work out. What? I'm not mad at it. I'm not even mad. I disagree, right? So I'm on the opposite opinion of it's more than just injuries. I mean, there's obviously a greater issue in my opinion, at hand, right? But I love this counter position because it's we're watching the same shit, and he feels so differently, I'm not so sure it's I'm confident it's more than just injuries. I'm confident we have a coaching problem. I'm confident there's a developmental issue. I'm extremely confident that there is a lack of talent at certain position groups. And I think we all see the team just not playing well, which, to be honest, is and it's so wild. Because Twitter, and again, I appreciate interacting with everybody on Twitter, but why do you always blame it on Sharon Moore? Bro, the team is a direct reflection on your head coach.
He's the decision maker. He's the final decision maker. All decisions are supposed to run through him. Culture, tone, all of that.
All of it. Your team is a reflection of your head coach. Why do you think Miami, by the way, I'm going to go NFL for a second.
Sure.
Why do you think the Miami Dolphins suck? Because their head coach is soft as fuck. Okay, he's not a head coach. He's an offensive coordinator.
He needs to go to the mountains and sing Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day for a while.
dude, like fucking Miami has some of the most talent on offense. Achin, fucking Waddle, fucking. I know Hill got injured, but like the reality is your head coach is a direct reflection of your team, regardless of your talent level. Some coaches can have teams play to a higher level than even their fucking talent level, like meeting their potential to the max. And then some teams get their teams to play at their potential, and other teams or other coaches have their teams unfortunately perform below their level of talent. And I'm going to be very honest, our coaching staff right now, our players are performing below the level of talent, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion,
I agree. It's the opposite of Harbaugh.
Right.
Because under Harbaugh, he made the most out of 3-star, 4-star talent. He brought in guys from Coastal Carolina and other places. And now we've got the talent's improving, and that's even going to get it's going to improve even more in 26 with Hyder and Meadows and some of the talent that's coming in 26. But now the coaching they're not coaching up that talent.
Yeah.
So we're having the opposite problem now.
I mean, it sucks, man, because listen, to the counter position, yes, we're 7-2. And yes, we have 2 games we should win, so we should be easily 9-2.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the reality is we all know what can we just fucking say it for what it is?
Mm-hmm.
We know Ohio State is looming, and they're looking like the best team in the nation right now. So we got to get our shit the fucking together, because it's not even about even losing to them. I mean, it is, but what I mean is, and we all know this, it's about losing the streak. It's about hearing these obnoxious fucks for a whole year, because they will take it to extremes, even if it's not even valid. They will take every fucking shot they possibly can. So that's the reality. I think it's a subconscious way for the fan base to project the concerns for some games a few weeks away, in my opinion, as well. Fuck Ohio State, by the way.
Facts. And thank you, Bull. We are just 24 away from the third, and that will be our last hour if we get the third hour. So make it happen if you want. Andrew, what position coaches outside of JB do you want out? Ron Bellamy, Grant Newsome,
JB Brown.
Well, JB outside of JB. JB, it sounds like he thinks is a
fuck
given.
that. We're saying
JB
Brown anyway.
JB Brown is the top. He needs to go.
Tomorrow.
Get the fuck out.
Fire him.
Ron Bellamy, Grant Newsome.
I don't want my tax dollars going to JB Brown.
Fuck no. And then bring in a quarterback coach to work with Bryce on the sidelines and work with Chip Lindsey.
Yeah.
Defense.
Ron Bellamy, Grant Newsome, JB Brown. Let's see who else.
Anybody on defense?
And you know what? Fuck it, Justin Tress.
Right. I forget him sometimes. Justin Tress is one of the 3 coaches that these players talk to every single day.
Yeah, I'm done.
He is the accountability person for the entire team.
Bro, he sets the mentality. It's so critical. It's not just the physical. It's the mental. And then the skill is developed by your position coaches and your head coach. Like, it's the strength and conditioning coach is actually the coach they spend the most time with. It matters. All
right, folks. You all did it. Third hour unlocked.
Keegan, and we love Keegan, obviously. He's like, not Justin Tress. What the fuck makes you think Justin Tress is even good, man? He's nothing more than... Bro, he lived off of Ben Herbert. Do you see the mentality of this team at times? Why is the strength and conditioning coach above questioning? Why?
I think people don't understand, and I'm not saying Keegan's one of these people. I don't think people understand the impact the strength and conditioning coach has over the entire team on a day-to-day basis.
It sets the fucking standard. It sets the standard for the program.
We've talked to players who have confirmed that he's one of
We've talked-
3 people that they talk to no matter what every day.
We've talked to recruits who say, okay, they develop us a plan, they follow. The strength and conditioning coach is the one coach they spend the most time with, even more than the head coach.
What do you think of 23's time management and falling after getting the first down to run the clock rather than try to score at the end? I think he was instructed to do that. I think there is a mentality, we talked about this earlier in the show, that they just want to get the hell out at that point. The injuries were stacking up. They were obviously struggling to do much in the air. And I think Sharon at that point, we know how conservative he likes to get. We know he likes to go into the turtle shell and just get out with whatever win you can get. And I think that was the mentality, is get out, just escape, get out with the win. Because I think they could have scored again. I think Jordan Marshall could have scored another touchdown. And I kind of hate that they didn't. Like, they could have gone 13 personnel, 1 or 2 more times, pound the rock, get it in. Like, I don't know why they didn't.
Dodgers win the World Series, by the way.
Oh, breaking news. Dodgers win the World Series. How about that? Michigander, it seems like early in the season, and actually I'll put the link in because we do have the 3rd hour of the show unlocked, so we'll be able to take a couple extra callers. So if you want to call in behind Bull and Keegan, go ahead and call in, and we'll get to you right after Bull and Keegan. Michigander says it seems like early in the season when Bryce was calm and stepping in the pocket, wide receivers were dropping the ball. Now wide receivers are mildly catching the ball. He has happy feet. Nobody on the same page. And Michigander, I will say that the coaches did listen to us a little bit, and they've been trying some other wide receivers. We saw Jamar Browder today. Where's he been all season? We saw Jamar Browder today. We saw more Channing Goodwin. We saw Kendrick Bell. They're trying people. I love it. But now Bryce has to throw the ball to them. Like, he has to see the open guys.
Agree.
Wolverine, not so casual. Imagine how hopeless the bye week wait would have felt if we had actually. I don't even want to put that in the universe. Wolverine, we won. It was too close, but good Lord,
if we lost,
we would have been skewering.
This show would probably be only 1 hour.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could go. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't.
I think the Buckeyes and everybody would be swarming. You know,
I'd be too frustrated, man. I'd be too fucking frustrated. Like,
yeah,
I wouldn't even want to talk about it more than an hour.
Yeah, I get it. And then we did have Bull with the super chat. No text here, but Bull will be giving his takes momentarily. Thank you for the 1999. And then this is what got us over the top for hour 3. Captain Stabbin gifting 5 Voice of College Football memberships. So congratulations. I don't have the people because I had to
Captain Stabbins
tab, but Captain OG and getting us to the 3rd hour with those 5. So if you got one, hit refresh. You got a bunch of cool emojis. Enjoy it. And then finally, Jay Scott. I get it, guys. Trying to be positive. We're still in a position for playoffs. Technically, you're right. Bryce coaching needs to look left more and stop rolling right. Predictable. You're right. And by the way, to back up your point, when Bryce ran left in those QB counters, those QB blasts, those concepts that they ran to the outside left, those worked every time. I don't think it didn't work once. Every time I've seen that concept, it's worked. It's gotten the first down, gotten a touchdown. Because usually they use Bredesen as the blocker. He's the best blocker, in my opinion. Or they use the running back as the blocker. Also a great choice. So.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm curious, like, I wish we were having a beer right now, Jay. I'm curious, like, why the need to be positive? Can we just, like, call it? And that's not a shot at you either, because, again, I don't mind a counter position at all. I really don't. But like, it's like, I get it. I'm just trying to be positive, but like, can we not just fucking just say, you know what? It's not good enough. Like, I don't know. Can we not? Because you're right. Our playoffs ahead of us, yes. Is our entire season ahead of us, yes. But in the present moment, at least, and I know that doesn't equate the end destination. It doesn't. But if we polled 100 people, how many would say this was good enough? And like, why is it not okay to say that?
Maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah,
We've seen them in the
under
chat.
5. Under 5, I think under 5.
We've
Definitely
seen some
under
defenders
10.
in the chat.
Yeah,
like,
maybe under 10.
Fine.
Maybe
we won
under
the
10.
game. Everything's fine.
Yeah, but my point is, like, why is it not okay to fucking call it? Why do we have to like be like, well, I'm just trying to be positive? Now listen, if you're one of those positive energy, good vibes type shit, listen, I respect that actually a lot, because I actually think there's some value in that. But at the end of the day, like, we got to just call it for what it is. It's not good enough.
And then Jay, that interception.
All right. Sorry.
What?
Go on, John.
Macaulay,
on,
30 yards. 30 yards free, go left, and here it is again. Because it was just so... I took a few screenshots of this play, but that's the most blatant one right there of how open Macaulay was. I mean, there was literally nobody.
All right. Well, let me bring this up, because I do find this fascinating, because I'm not even like, again, I'm not calling nobody out. So my guy here, Chima HD1, he goes, we're not saying it's good enough, but the extra negativity is something else. Like, I don't know, man. Like, is it extra negativity, or is it just owning the reality? It's so interesting. I don't know. I find this like duality of perspective so fascinating, because we're all watching the same product, and it's like, but to me, and I know a lot of people agree, clearly not good enough. And like, obviously, even the ones who are like, well, it's not as bad as we're trying to make it, or we're not trying to hamper on the negativity. I mean, but at the end of the day, like, I don't know, how can we shine this? I don't know. I find it so interesting to see the diversity of opinion looking at the same product. It's fascinating to me, like, because I like hearing counter position, but like, at the end of the day, like, I think it's so fucking clear this is just not ideal.
Well, let's hear what Bull has.
Let's hear. I want to hear what Bull thinks. This. Bull, are we crazy? Tell us, Bull. Are we crazy?
Yeah, are we?
What up, though?
Hey.
How are you?
What's up, big dog?
I've been yelling all day, man, at my kid at the TV. So that's what I've been doing.
Break
all
your
day.
TV tonight, B-Dub?
Nah,
that's good.
It was frustrating, man. It was very frustrating for sure. I mean, for me, I'm very good at math at what I do. So I'm very much problem solving, very much, very variables of everything, right? So you got the talent, you got the coaches, you got a little bit of everything. And, I'm gonna be honest, like, I feel like Lindsay is trying to like give him some throws, but I just feel like Bryce, it's either the pressure, because even sometimes in the rollouts, there's some pressure. I'll give him some of that of the 14, maybe, there was 14 pressures on 28 drawbacks or something like that. Okay,
fair.
Maybe I saw maybe a third of that. Maybe it was like 30% of the 28 drawbacks, but I was, I mean, it just seems like once there's pressure applied to him, the game speeds up. It does not slow down. So that's just a freshman. So, what can you do to a running game, right? So, but I also give you, TJ, I'll give you that credit of like, I don't feel like we're running the ball in certain sets to set up play action out of those
Right.
sets.
Yeah, we're
Right?
not. There's no
So
rhythm
it's
to it.
like,
No.
okay, well, we're running the ball. Okay, well, we let's just say we ran the ball with a pistol formation, right? But then we passed the ball with the back to in shotgun to his
Right.
left side. So it isn't,
Switch up formations a lot.
you're switching up a
You're right.
formation. So
You're right.
I get where you're coming from, TJ, where it's like, okay, I see we're running the ball effectively, but we're not play action the ball out of that same set
Right.
a little
We're
bit.
not utilizing what we're even doing.
Could that
Correct.
be a symptom of the Chip and Sharon Moore
Mhm.
hybrid situation?
Sure. I mean, it's obviously a preference thing. I mean,
I think it's a
I don't know.
preference. I think it's just a Chip
But
Williams
like,
thing, quite honestly.
but like, can we just say this though? If it's not, fuck, dude, we just need more data now. I mean, because even though we're at week 10, there's only 3 more games. Like we have almost as much data as we can even get. But listen, if it's not, but like, I'm debating myself because like our offense is still a top 50 offense. Although I don't know what our numbers are after this week, but if it's not fucking executing, then it's obviously clearly not. It's a flawed system. Clearly, if it's not producing the results that are desired, then it's a flawed system. That said, as of last week, it was like a top 50 offense. So, like, I mean, considering we were in the 130s last year, it's clearly an improvement. But even so, it's not meeting. It's just not meeting the like. All right, end of argument. It's not meeting the standard. Who wants to argue that?
Yeah.
Does anyone think it's meeting the standard, even though the record's 7-2?
Yeah, no, I get that. I understand your point of like like the Pittsburgh Steelers, Tomlin standards and standard. I totally get that. We're not playing up to par. But given, like I said, all the variables of talent, lack of talent in certain positions, the coaches and everything like that,
But B-Dub
doing.
is the talent. I'm gonna challenge you, brother.
Yeah.
You look tired, by the way.
It's been a long day. I'll be honest with you. I just put
you were out trick or treating last night, weren't you, B-Dub?
I was, dude. It was my kid.
Fucking
I was.
dude. Okay, let's just talk about the injuries. Did the injuries make Bryce Underwood not see open receivers?
No, you got a point there. It was, yeah. I
Case
thought the
closed.
same thing.
Case closed.
Yeah, I was the same way. I was just like, great. So I mean, defensively,
Why are we
doesn't look great,
qualifying? Why
but
are we
offensively-
qualifying? Why are we qualifying? Do we not want to just accept what is? Do we want to hold on to hope? I don't know. Again, I find it fascinating because like I'm not even mad at anyone who disagrees with my position. Like I find it fascinating, but I just think like I just also feel like why are we not just acknowledging what is? This game should have been a blowout. This is a bad team. This is not a good team. This is a bad team. We just didn't perform.
I know. I agree 100%. I mean, especially on the offensive side of the ball, it was very frustrating to see him just miss those throws, right? To miss those balls over 10 yards consistently, and see pressure and the game not slow down for him. It slowed down to him to a point where like, I can plant my foot, I can break a tackle, I can run. And you're like,
yeah,
that's great, but I don't need you to do that. I need you to slow down the game just a second before that if you can and try to hit a receiver. Like you just see that happening, and it's very frustrating from us, right? As fans to be like, you can say, okay, we don't have wide receiver talent, and you're like, great, but you threw everything out there. There was less Samaj Morgan, thank God. And also, my biggest pet peeve, man, I can't believe how fucking, I just gotta say this right now. I have to put this out in the universe. That guy, whoever that retard was, who was co-announcing with Jake Butt, was fucking retarded, dude. I couldn't stand him. He was so fucking dumb. He thought for a whole fucking half, Jayshon Barham was out there at linebacker.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, bro, who is 18? Who is that? And I'm like, oh, that's Bulls the whole time. And I'm like, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, Barham is number one. Like, I'm not retarded, right? Like, no, this guy's retarded. That's
Well, he also mistook Macaulay for Barham at one point because he was like, do you remember that? It was an offensive play, and he was saying Jay Sean Barham's out there. Like, he was not exactly on top of his shit.
God,
That's true.
I'm on the edge of my seat and I'm just listening to this retard just spew out just stupid shit. I'm just like, what are we doing, bro? You were frustrating me even more. You know, like I got everyone, I got people at my house because it's my in-laws' birthday, my sister-in-law's birthday, and I'm like, I got people over. I'm trying to watch the game. I got my wife telling me she wants to watch a World Series game. I'm like, fuck all that. I'm watching this fucking game, and I got fucking this retard out here telling me about Jay Shot Barham. So I'm like, I got that Angelique person on Twitter like, nope, he's in street clothes. I'm like, then what? Like, I was so confused.
Yeah.
Like I knew what I was seeing. I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
No, it was Troy Bowles. Troy Bowles was out there a lot more.
And he was pretty good. And I give props to Taylor. Taylor was pretty good. Boateng, he looked okay out there, at linebacker. Definitely seemed like the linebacker position definitely cost us a little bit in this game from the defensive side of position. I don't think they would have scored 16 points if we had better linebackers out there, quite honestly, just because they were able to just gash us on that running game when they could and pass when they could too on those pretty obvious plays. But no, I agree. It's another game of Bryce, as we say, like not seeing it. And we're like, well,
No.
what is it? What can we do to fix that? And right now it doesn't look fixable right now.
You need to lock in. It's a him problem. He's got to concentrate, bro. Stop taking fucking pictures.
Yeah.
Just fucking lock in, bro.
Yeah. No, I agree. There's got to be some type of focus or something.
And I'm not even trying to call him out because, at the end of the day, bro's already listen, he's far more financially successful than I am, right? I'm not even but at the end of the day, I'm not saying shit because I don't like Bryce. I want Bryce to win a fucking Heisman. I'm simply saying you got to lock the fuck in, bro. I need Black Mamba mentality. Look, brother, number one recruit out of high school, elite achievement. It means nothing today.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Being at Michigan starting quarterback, elite opportunity, but unless you execute, it means nothing. So
I agree.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, bro, fuck anything that is noise and just lock in.
Yeah.
Fuck text, fuck social media, fuck pictures, fuck anything that is not about achieving the goal, which is developing as a quarterback and getting Michigan to win. And then there's someone who's like, we're 7-2. Then you better go undefeated the rest of the way until playoffs.
No, I agree. I think part of that is, goes in.
Shut up, Steve.
Steve.
Oh, is Steve here? Steve and Cherry Blossom.
Shut up,
All
Steve.
Right. Come on, Steve and Cherry Blossom.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the Northwestern game, I think, is going to show. It has to show. If we're not performing, if he's not performing at a high level in Northwestern game, I think we're going to have a problem going into Maryland. Right, Maryland. It seems like they don't have. They just don't have the Joes. The Julian Joes, and to compete. So,
to that point, someone, not to cut you off, B-Dub, but I'm going to. Someone made a good point. They're like, Michigan's only winning because they have more talent on the field, and they're not wrong right now. At least in these recent games,
I agree, and I also get the other side of things where you see, I get, but see, my counterpoint to you, right, of the standard, right, to a certain point of for example, Kurt Signetti, right? People well, Kurt Signetti doesn't have the talent, but he is coaching his ass off to crush people, right? That is his goal, is to crush people.
He's elite.
No matter what. And to us, it's well, why can't we crush people? And I think that's just he comes from the Nick Saban tree. Okay, a long, extensive tree is Nick Saban. And sadly, Shermo comes from the Jim Harbaugh tree. It's
why is that sadly?
If we're winning
Why'd you
by
say
2
sadly?
points,
Asshole.
That's true.
You
That's
said
not
sadly.
sadly.
You said
did.
sadly.
Ah.
Unfucking prompted. You said that was subconscious Freudian slip.
Jim Harbaugh doesn't like it.
You think
He's
Jim
right
Harbaugh
behind
sucks?
me here.
What the fuck,
He
man?
heard that.
I'm sorry,
He heard
Jim
that.
Harbaugh.
But I get what you're saying. Like
No.
the if you win by 1 point,
Is
it's
it?
a win.
Yep.
No,
And
but
that's
beat
he
up
wants
like
to win conservative if he wants.
It's the
if
NFL
that's how he
mentality,
wins.
right? It's that NFL
Yeah.
mentality.
beat up.
Win is
He was
win.
beat up. Oh, Chris Cincinnati comes from Nick Saban, and sadly, Sherrone Moore comes from Jim Harbaugh. What the fuck, bro? Dick.
I know, but Nick Saban does have a little more prestige, a little bit.
Hey, Nick Saban could cut in the NFL. Don't you fucking forget it,
That
bro.
is true. Isn't that something?
Leave Harbaugh
You
alone.
think about that, but I think Nick Saban now could probably cut it. I think he could. After,
Could he? Yeah, I don't. Well, he hasn't. So fuck no.
Well, I think it just takes college coaches a lot longer.
Listen,
so like Pete
You want
Carroll,
to know
you know,
all right, let me just say this. You want to know the biggest indicator of cheating? Because our rivals love to bring that shit up. It's
Which
how do you
one?
perform at the next level? Urban Meyer bought talent. Nick Saban bought talent. Harbaugh, he's a real fucking coach. That's the difference. Shut the fuck up, Ohio State. Pussy ass bitches.
That's part of it. But Nick Saban, when he
It's not
went, he
part
went
of it.
after
No, it's not part of
LSU.
it. I'm gonna tell you why it's not part of it. Hold on. What's Mike
He went after
McDonald doing at
LSU.
Seattle? Hold on. What's Mike McDonald doing at Seattle? What's Jesse Mentor doing with the Chargers? Elite shit. Why? Good coaches. They didn't have to.
Yeah.
They didn't have to fucking cheat.
That's
Urban
true.
Meyer bought talent. That's why he flamed the fuck out in Jacksonville. Nick Saban always bought talent. It's the only reason he had a dynasty at Alabama. Listen. Good coach. There's teams who bought talent and didn't execute. Hello, Texas A&M. Except this year, you're doing well. Good for you.
Yeah,
You have to have a leader of men. Nick Saban is a leader of men. But don't let anyone lie to you. The fucking resources assisted his dynasty. Okay. So Jim Harbaugh is a real football coach, elite talent.
I give you that. I mean, he gets the best out of his players, and I think Sherrone Moore does to a certain extent.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, you don't. And no, you don't. Don't fucking lie to me. He does not. You just said Sherrone Moore does too. No, he doesn't.
To an extent, like
what extent?
Is it?
How's Zavada doing? Our All-American kicker. How's he doing, bro?
I mean,
how's Tomas Morgan playing?
Oh God.
See, I didn't even say anything.
So
he didn't even. He just said, "Oh God," it was an
question
emotion.
is, okay, so as a head coach, you'd be like, "Hey, standard's a standard. We need to perform better." So then at that point, you get to your position coaches.
Standard.
And say, what's up with the? Yeah, I was.
Not the
yeah,
standard.
I mean, at the end of the day, you got to get on your
dream,
position coaches. I mean, I'll be honest. I am pretty upset with fucking Hollenbeck as a punter, dude.
You should be. You should be very upset. Although they tried to get a different punter, but
they had to show twice a slow-mo on the punt because it didn't go anywhere.
How far to go?
And no one touched it. They're like, "We think it got tipped," and then it
I
shows.
I know. Oh, I think it got tipped. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. He's just not. He's just inconsistent. He's not good.
You know it's bad.
1 out of 4 punts are good.
The
1 out of 3, maybe.
And they're like, "Yeah, see? Oh yeah, nothing happened."
Womp, womp, womp.
All right, B-Dub. Give us some final thoughts here, big dog.
Yeah.
Tell it. Hey, B-Dub, what I really want to hear is how much Sherrone Moore makes these players better.
I
love you.
I think he does. I think he does make them better. I think
no,
for
you
the
don't.
Talent we have. I think
no, you don't.
Have,
hold on, B-Dub. You really do? You think Sherrone Moore makes these players better? Explain this to me.
I'm not, dude. I'm not.
You are.
I'm not being Ben Baller, bro. I'm not being that guy. That guy. Did you see what he changed his name, his Twitter handle to?
No, I don't know
what he changed his
Twitter
handle to.
No, what is it?
It's Sharon Bin Laden.
Is it? How the fuck do you know that? I don't even know that.
Because Juju
I don't even know him on
commenting
Twitter,
his
bro.
Stuff, and it's Ben German.
Well, Ben Baller was it used to be Michigan Man. So Michigan Man, then Ben Baller.
Was that Ben Baller? I didn't know.
Yeah.
That's right. You didn't know that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude,
He was representing us during the 23 season.
how
man.
do
He was
how do
on
you
there.
know? Like, my question is, how do you know? Because like on Twitter, they're different names, and then on here they're different names. So how the fuck does anyone know? I mean, I know I interact with people who watch the show,
No,
but I don't know
know.
what their
I know
username is on
because he's on the
YouTube.
Twitter Spaces and he'll talk.
Does he say Ben Baller? I mean, how do you know?
Because
Is it
it's
the
his
sound?
voice on the Twitter
Okay,
Spaces.
fair enough. I'm not on Twitter Spaces, so that's fair. I mean, it's fair.
He's all, and he was just on these Mad Men after the win today.
Oh.
That was bad. After the win today,
Did you say
and he
lost?
talked.
Did we lose? It feels like one, don't it?
Feels like it.
He was
Oof.
talking. He was
Oof.
talking like he wants them all gone. He was like, "I want them gone. I want them all gone."
Yeah.
Because he's not the same like you. He's like the standard's the standard. Like we need to coach these guys up. We need
Well,
to
I
be
mean,
better than this.
it's not,
Because he sees Kurt Cincinnati. I get it, but
it's beyond that though. It's beyond that. It's the eye test looks fucked.
Yeah, for sure.
Fucked might be harsh, but it's off. It's off. It's off.
It's like
path.
in the
It's
like
not,
in The Godfather.
We're
I
not
want them
fucked.
all dead. I want
Yeah,
them
we're
all
not
dead.
fucked. We're not
Yeah.
fucked, but it's not right.
Yeah. All right, Bull. Thanks for coming on as always.
No
Appreciate
problem.
you.
Go
Appreciate you,
blue,
B-Dub.
smash.
Go blue,
As long
brother.
as we're,
Smash.
all I gotta say is, I just hope, we have some of these guys back by Ohio State. Especially,
I bet you do.
I would like at least Haynes back. I'd like him back.
No shit. Oh, you don't say?
Really?
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that'd be
Crazy fucking thought,
wouldn't that
B-Dub.
be wouldn't that
You
be
want
something?
Justice Haynes back? Hold on. Let me get this right.
News at 11. Right.
B-Dub wants Justice Haynes back for the Ohio State game.
It would be
That's
nice to
fucking
have,
wild,
even though
bro.
Marshall is very good. He's very good back, very physical back.
No, I think you said
he's
he
showing
just
some
sucked. No, you
some
said he
better
sucked.
breakaway speed. I mean,
You
he's
said he sucks.
showing up.
No, you said he sucks. You said he sucks.
I didn't say
B-Dub.
that at all. I just said he looks.
Pretty sure
He
I
definitely
heard
looks
that.
better, and
He
and
looks quick.
I'll
That
be
fucking
honest,
that touchdown he had, I think was the first one. That burst was nice.
that was nice, dude. I was like,
Okay.
yes, go, 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 go. I was like, oh my God, he's not running people. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I was so
Not running
excited.
people.
I also liked that I got like 35, it's probably like 100 likes right now. When someone commented saying not Sharon, Haynes is in a boot and a scooter, and some guy like just has a shaking head, thing. Gift. I like that shit so hard. I was like, no, no. Yeah, I'm in the boot and the scooter. No.
Yeah, that's when and we said on Tuesday we were pretty sure. I mean, at least from what I was under the impression of, that they were probably going to keep him out till the Ohio State game.
Well, it's supposed to be
you know.
reevaluated after the bye week, so that's where
Yeah.
that's where I'm at. I don't
Yeah.
know. And from my understanding, it's ankle, not foot, but I don't fucking know, dude. Like all I know is what I've been told, and like, but I can't say like it looks good. I mean, it clearly does not. But I'm just gonna tell you what I've been told.
Yeah.
Ankle reevaluated at the bye week. We'll go from there.
Exactly. But we're just hoping that everyone's somewhat healthy for the Ohio State game.
Yeah,
and then
no
if
shit.
we can at least get this offense on the right track, and that Bryce
Rod
needs to,
Moore,
be
Justice
there.
Haynes back. I need it.
Yeah. No, I agreed. You got a few weeks to get healthy for sure. So that's huge. So, but yeah, go blue guys, and
Go blue.
At least it's a W. That's all I can say. It's
Absolutely.
a win.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. All right, go blue, B-Dub.
Go blue.
All right. Next up, we got a twofer. Keegan and Keith have asked to come on together, both of them. So we're going to bring them on together. Let's pull this up, and then boom, boom.
What's up,
All
boys?
right.
Yeah, what up,
everybody.
guys?
Hey.
Congratulations
guys.
on the win.
Yeah.
Woo!
Epic victory tonight, Keegan.
What's wrong with that?
No, nothing epic. It was a great win.
There it is.
I'm very happy. I am satisfied. How about you, Keegan?
I'm satisfied with the amount of injuries that this team has. I'm satisfied with getting a win. I know it didn't look pretty, but Jordan Marshall balled out. So
yes, he did. He did.
we needed to run this game, and like we've got to show some passing stuff to recruits. So
Yeah.
I'm happy that they reverted to the run. So like X's and O's wise, that should have been the original game plan, but they're trying to change the program to make it more passing oriented. So
Mhm.
we got the win. I'm happy with that, and we got Keith.
I'm I think you guys are crazy. I come right out and say it.
Let's go, Keith. Tell us.
Right.
I want to hear it, Keith.
I'm gonna double down on what he says.
Tell me.
I'm
Okay.
happy with the win. That game was never in doubt from the opening drive. We were controlling that game. Every time they scored, it was next to meaningless. They never got close, and every time they did get close, we extended it.
Keith.
What would
Argo.
you say? How would
No.
you define controlling a game?
Controlling a game is where a normal person would be stressed that there's a chance we're going to lose the game.
You weren't ever stressed about that?
Not 1 minute.
Okay. Well, when I saw the time of possession differential, when I saw the yardage differential, when I saw Purdue scoring a 2-win football team, being able to score the way that they did, I don't know. I don't agree that Michigan controlled this game. I think that they won. They found a way to win it. Sure.
I'll say again, the Michigan State game, I felt that way. I never felt we were going to lose. This game, it wasn't that I felt we were going to lose, but it was just so poorly executed, Keith. I mean, Keith, let me ask you this. It's week 10. Do you think this is acceptable playing level for a week 10 Michigan team?
Okay, I'm gonna say I really
it.
want to say yes, but
No, yeah, I bet you do want to say yes.
yes, because I love Michigan and I'm a
I
big
know you
fan.
do, but be honest.
We all do.
Listen,
We
Keith.
agree on that.
Listen, Keith, I love my kid too, but he's an asshole. Can we just be honest?
So yeah, and really the weakness of the team was in one player, and he's probably going to be one of our best players someday, and that was Bryce. We had
Really?
I hope he's one of our best
we
players.
had 2 fumbles inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
Or 2 turnovers, say 1 interception and 1 fumble into the end zone. And take those away and put another 14 points on the game. What does the game look like?
Yeah.
But Keith,
Very different, but
this is like it's a top 3
tough.
bottom team in the Big Ten, Keith.
Yeah.
We got to execute, man.
Yeah. This should have been a blowout.
This was not Oregon. This was not Washington, even though we beat Washington. This was not Ohio State, Penn State, USC, Iowa. This is fucking Purdue, who sucks.
I wanted a 42-3 victory. Like, here's
Purdue
the thing.
is worse
Like,
than Michigan State, John. I'm sorry to cut you off, but it's worse
Yeah.
than Michigan State.
they are in most metrics. And so to scrape a
Shut
win
up,
like
Garrison.
this, even with the I grant you the injuries. I saw the injury report coming in. Very happy to see Davis Warren off of that injury report, by the way. That was awesome to see him dressed. But at the end of the day, like, there were plenty of players that weren't on the injury report that could have executed, and some did. Obviously, Jordan Marshall did. But for the most part, it just feels like a team that's disorganized, not coached very well, because of the penalties that were incurred, because of just the mentality, the whether it's taking the pictures, whether it's just not fully getting set, whether it's Derek Moore and TJ Guy incurring penalties. I mean, come on. Derek Moore should not be drawing penalties at this stage in his career. Like, this is coaching, and it's coaching. And I point to the highest, the person who's in charge of the entire program and everything that goes on in the program, according to the NCAA anyway, he's got to know about everything, and he's the sole decision. He's the guy, right? And then you look at the position coaches. Like, I want this team to be in the damn playoffs every single year. I want 10-2 minimum every single year. And there's no reason why that shouldn't happen. None, with the talent.
Keegan, do you see some good coaching in Sharon Moore in the last 3 games?
Well, yes, in that we needed to win. So, like, you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater and say it looks bad, but you got the result you needed. So, I know everybody's like looking at it with a logical eye, and I don't disagree with that, but like the reality is that we got the wins and everything is in front of us. So that's the way I look at it, Keith.
Yeah.
And there's like tons of injuries on both sides of the ball. So like you can't judge the team on the same standard. Yeah, you can judge them in the Oklahoma and USC game. You can judge them. And then you can judge them in the Washington game, and we can judge them based on that. But when you have all the injuries that we do right now, you can't judge them by the same standard, which
Okay,
means you
what
need to lower the
injuries?
expectations.
All right, Keegan. I want to just challenge. I'm just challenging.
do it.
What injuries allowed us to not perform at a better level?
Babalola, Link.
I would argue Frazier's performing better than Link, though.
Well, I mean, even that argument, like he's listed at 295 and Link is at like 320, and like I don't know anything about coaching, but like you can Google it. Like 295 is undersized for a left tackle.
I don't disagree, but I mean, Link's not that.
Keegan's right. Keegan's right.
Is Keegan right? Did Keegan win, Keith? Okay. Look,
the PFF grades have been pretty
in
good.
my opinion, the injuries do not give reason for tonight's performance against a top 3 bottom bottom 3 team in the Big Ten. No. It just doesn't.
Like Ohio State would be one thing. Indiana,
Rod Moore and Haynes are the big losses tonight. And sure, we did lose some linebacker depth, Rolder and Sullivan. That's fair. That's fair. I'll give you that.
We lost.
It shouldn't have been like this. Did our injuries? Did our injuries, John? I know I'm talking. I know. I'm sorry, John.
And Justice Haynes.
Look,
and
Keith,
Justice Haynes.
God damn it! No, I'm just kidding. All right, Keith. Did our injuries make Bryce Underwood miss open wide receivers? No. TJ's right.
Hey, TJ, the defense would be a lot better if Brandon Hillman weren't missing every tackle.
It'd be nice if you'd wrap up. I would agree.
So,
True.
So
yeah,
he's our safety, and he's coming into the box, and he's lunging. That's something we can clean up in the bye week.
Sure. Agree.
Brandon Hillman had 3. Brandon Hillman had 3 tackles today. I think he might be learning.
All right, hold on.
No.
He wasn't in there for a lot of plays, and he had 3 tackles. He might be learning. He might be tackling better.
All right, let me push back here. Let me just push back because, like, again, I really do appreciate counter perspective. Okay, and Keegan, OG, Keith, OG. Okay, so Keegan, but why didn't we learn in the last bye week? We get 2 now.
I don't know.
I know, brother. I don't know either.
Remember when?
TJ, hang on.
Well, I want to talk about this because we brought up bye week. Remember when Lincoln Riley had a bye week?
No.
And what he did with the bye week? And he beat us. He beat Michigan. Now, what did Michigan do with the bye? We looked lethargic as shit
against Nebraska, right?
Yeah, and I'm worried we're going to look lethargic again. Against
Northwestern, who's
Northwestern
6-2. What's Northwestern's record right now? Are they 7-2?
They're doing all right.
Okay, I want to address something else.
Keith, can I, please remember that. Let me jump in real quick. We have a bye week, and remember what the bye week was later in the season last year and how we came together as a defense. And these are things that I'm saying that we need to clean up with the Brandon Hillman thing. We might not fully know what this team is yet. And we have a better offense. You can call it what you may, based on what you see. And I wouldn't disagree with that. But the quarterback play is much better than last year. So like
It is better.
he's able
It's better.
to
I
scramble a
agree.
little bit and get the ball off.
Agree.
And a
Agree.
lot of these passes that are not on target, like
Right.
we need to be able to catch those passes still. And we're not able to adjust to the ball. And that's been a consistent problem. And even though you're bringing in Browder, like we don't have answers. Like Browder couldn't adjust to the ball in the spring game. So go ahead,
We
Keith.
don't have answers. You're right. I agree. There is a talent deficit at the wide receiver position. That is clear. But Underwood is not performing well.
Okay,
At
yes.
this time.
And Bryce Underwood has clearly regressed in the last few weeks. Okay.
Okay. All right. We're in agreement. I think many of us are in agreement that has occurred.
Is he the first quarterback in football history? I'm talking about all levels to regress.
No.
And what's the biggest reason that quarterbacks regress?
Offensive line play.
Nope. That hurts. But that's not the biggest reason. I was on with Mark Rogers earlier tonight, and Mark Rogers got it right.
Okay,
let's hear it.
It was because defensive coordinators see tapes. And they notice what a quarterback likes and what a quarterback doesn't like. And they scheme specifically against that quarterback.
Sure.
And this is the hardest time in a quarterback's career, is when the defensive coordinators are not only scheming against you, but they talk amongst each other and pass it along and talk to each other and help defeat you. So
I agree with that point. I will say you're right about that. But it's just not good enough, guys. Like, we're talking about across the board, basic football fundamentals getting missed, penalties happening with senior players that should not be happening, just lack of discipline, lack of focus across the board on the team. And that's the unacceptable aspect of this entire thing. And that's what rests at Sharon Moore's feet.
Right.
And that's what needs to change. And that's what I'm worried about isn't going to change. I just hear excuses after excuses. I'm not saying that last one was valid in terms of QBs, defenses learning. That's valid. But overall, I'm just tired of the excuses. It's an away game. Oh, it's at night. Oh, it's this, it's that, it's injuries. No, we had plenty of healthy wide receivers today. Okay, we had Andrew Marsh healthy. We had Channing Goodwin. We had Browder. I know he's learning. I know he's a freshman. He's still figuring it out. We had health and McCulley till he went down. We had some healthy wide receivers. He could have thrown the ball. He had wide ass open. Like, are you telling me? Like, come on. There's no excuse for this, guys.
There's no excuse for this. That's one example, John.
Yeah.
There's another one where there's a receiver wide open. He just didn't play well, man. And like Keith, you acknowledged regression.
I acknowledge it. Yes.
Yeah, I mean I think we all do. And at the end of the day, that's not good. Not good.
Hey, if Buckeye Scoop and a bunch of other podcasts got up against you and started to make your life more difficult and do things to corrupt your processes, you guys might fall. You might go into a slump too.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's a slump. It
I,
like
mean,
we
look,
have
I hear the I hear you.
Yeah.
we
I
have a
would
lot
argue
of
no, because fuck them, because we don't care about them. But I hear
Okay,
you.
on more, I have a question. And
Yeah.
this is, I'll just give it to you, Keegan. Is
Yeah, Keegan.
Moore any more or less of a coach than he was last year against Ohio State and Bama?
oh, he's 10 times the coach.
10.
What?
Yeah, because
10. John 10.
yeah, he grew up a lot with the week
Tell him.
coming into the Washington game. And
Tell him,
so,
Keegan.
well, whatever, man, but like I get it. Like I get it. Like I see football and I know what we're all seeing. But Sharon Moore turned it around. He proved himself against Washington, and then you got Michigan State, which is a rival on the road. And then you've got a ton of injuries. So, like, I get, John, I know the excuses, I know. But, like, you can't lose a game before you lose a game. We're not there yet, guys. We haven't lost yet. We haven't
You're
not
right.
made the playoffs. Like, allow
Right.
some breathing room for that to happen. And then we have that conversation. It shouldn't dominate the conversation right now because we're not there yet.
We have no
All right, I
room
just
for
wanna say-
error. I
Let me
will
just
say
say
that.
this.
We
That's
have no
I
room for error.
appreciate that perspective.
It's sort of true
It's
though.
true. It's true. You're right. Everything you say, Keegan's 100% in terms of we haven't lost
Heck,
yet. We're
yeah.
not there yet.
Everything's in
Good.
front of
You're
us.
not
Okay.
wrong.
2
Okay,
losses.
we have to cover one more thing before we get kicked off here, and
All right,
that's
Keegan, let us know.
the defense. The defense. I was hoping for a shutout today against Purdue.
Me too.
They got 16 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll
And
talk about
and I was puzzled, but as I was looking at the defense very carefully, I was thinking about the Ohio State game against Purdue today. Did anybody else see that today?
you mean Penn
The-
State.
Ohio State
Penn
against
State?
Purdue.
No, Penn State.
Penn State.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw some of it, and then I turned it off once
Yeah, I watched
Ohio
some-
State started pummeling
Some of
them.
it.
And what was the biggest flaw in the defensive backfield for that game, John? Did you notice any flaws in the coverages?
Wasn't paying that close attention, but
Okay,
which
you at
which
least
team?
know what.
Which team?
What's that?
For Penn State.
Like
Except for
Penn State's flaws?
Yeah.
Defensively.
What's rule number 1 for a defensive back in football?
Never let your man get behind you.
That's right. That's exactly right. And Penn State did that all friggin' day. They did it from the start of the game to the end
Yeah.
of the game. Every time
That's
they
fair.
did, Ohio State burned them. I think they missed once, but 4 or 5 times they burned them with explosive pass plays and explosive by like 50 yards plus. Bad burns. And if you watched our defenses, it looks to me like Moore's practicing his Ohio State defenses because we ran 2 high safeties all day, even though they weren't threatening us downfield. And it's possible that Sharon Moore is playing chess here, and a lot of people don't see it. That
Oh,
he's using a defense he needs to run against Ohio State, and he's practicing it against the weaker teams so that everybody can know how they have to perform their roles in that defense.
John, this is the second call where somebody's like, there's more to this, John.
Yeah, this is 5D chess, and he's preparing everything for Ohio State. Which, by the way, if that is the case, I'm back. I'm all in. If that's really what's happening, and we'll be able to see the schematic approach against Ohio State.
Look at it. Yeah. You'll see it. On every play. There's like there's like 3 or 4 or 5 guys behind the play. And do we need that against Purdue?
Boys.
Are they that explosive?
I think we're hoping and wishing that Michigan's fucking playing it conservative and holding cards.
And I do think there's
Keegan, do you buy into that narrative?
I do
Keegan,
think that
I want to know.
flicker was not intended for today.
No, I would agree,
The
but
double reverse flea flicker.
Yeah, let me ask Keegan this, John. Keegan, do you think Michigan is playing coy and holding some cards for the? I mean, listen. All right, let me rephrase it because I think we would all agree there's definitely some plays being held for that game. But do you think our recent performances are because we are not showing our full capability simply due to the Ohio State game?
Like my gut says no.
Your gut's right.
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we're running defensive coverages we're going to need against Ohio State and practicing them against lesser teams, which is letting them be a little more successful for our guys to learn and grow.
Keith, I think this game was in question, and a lot of people aren't saying that. And like what Purdue gifted us was going for it on 4th and 2 on like the 48 or 50.
Yeah.
We could have easily lost this game due to the tendencies of the defense and just the lack of ability to sustain drives. If they would have punted it, there's no reason they should have went for that 4th and 2.
I agree.
They should have
I
punted.
said the same thing at the time.
They should have punted, and this game we would all be crying to each other right now. But they didn't because Michigan's higher ranked, and for whatever reason, like and like to be fair to the Purdue coaching staff, like analytics and a lot of people are more willing to go for it these days, but like that this probably should have been a loss, to be honest with you, if it were coached properly. That's my
I'm with
that's
you.
just my opinion.
Agree.
So but
Keegan,
it is what
Keegan, you're sounding now just as critical as we are.
Yeah,
it's not critical. That's my analysis based on like the game management.
It was a losable
one
game.
would argue it's criticism, but I mean, I hear you. I mean, but
it's criticism on Purdue, not Michigan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
It was a mistake. I agree.
Yeah, I agree with John and TJ. Is that it seemed like it was 2-on-2. Now it seems like 3-on-1. Thanks, Keegan.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not a popular opinion, but I had to say it at some point.
Yeah, it's we have won 3 in a row. How many FBS teams would love to be able to say they've won 3 in a row?
Well, we also have a stat that's pretty crazy. I think we are one of 5 teams who have, I think, 4 wins against winning programs and Power 4, which is it's Ohio State, it's Michigan, there's like 3 or 4 others. That's it. I mean, like I said on Tuesday's show, there's a lot of metrics and statistics that point to Michigan being a top 15 program. But tonight was just a poor performance, and at the end of the day. But hey, Keith, Keegan, let's get some final thoughts here because we got to get to our next callers. Keith, give us a final thought here, brother.
Okay. My final thought is did Jordan Marshall get all those yards himself?
No.
I mean,
no. That means
sure.
The offensive line had to have a good game, and we had 253 yards rushing. The offensive line, and we saw wide receivers blocking at an elite level. On that screen that Marshall caught, there were 3 receivers out there blocking. Maybe one of them was a tight end, but there were 3 receivers out there blocking that released him, and he picked up 20 yards down the sideline. So some would argue that the offense had a good day with as many yards as we rushed for. Just the quarterback had a bad day. That's all.
That's all. Not important.
Yeah.
Huh?
Fuck quarterbacks. That's what I say.
I love Bryce Underwood.
Jared Goff. You ready for a victory tomorrow, Keith?
Oh yeah, we're gonna.
I know. JJ
I'm no fan of JJ's anymore. I thought JJ should have said, "Don't get drafted in the Central. I won't play for anybody in the Central Division against the Lions."
John, it's the North.
If he would have gone to Tampa or
around Keith,
yeah, or Seattle or somebody that we didn't play twice a year, I would be okay. But I called JJ a traitor if he went to Chicago. I hate Chicago.
I mean, Jesus, Keith, Mr. Positivity all the time. Keith, I'll just say this. I think it's a very bad game for JJ to return to. But
yeah.
What's his face? Wentz is injured, so it is what it is. So I do think I do think the Lions win tomorrow, though. So looking forward to that.
Yeah. Go Blue.
Keegan, you're up, brother.
Yeah.
Final thought. Let us know, Keegan.
Yeah, just on the Lions stuff, I'll skip my Michigan stuff. Aleem McNeil is the truth, man. When they got him back, and Aiden Hutchinson with him,
I know.
like the secondary, all of a sudden they're banged up. All of a sudden they're not a problem because they don't have to cover for so long. So this is a really bad matchup for JJ. I feel bad for him. He's got like 1.5 to 2 starts or whatever.
Yeah, this is not a good first game back. It's not.
Yeah. So
and then Muhammad playing opposite of Hutchinson's playing at a top 15 level in terms of pressure win rate. I mean,
poor JJ.
The Lions are playing very good, very good. If we stay healthy, if anyone is a fan of another football team watching this pot, you're fucked. Respectfully, if we stay healthy, if we don't stay healthy, then good luck.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, guys, go Lions, go Blue.
Go Blue, Keith.
Go Blue.
Thanks for having me up.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
All right. Next up, we got Jay in the house.
What's going on, dudes?
What's up, bro?
How you doing, John?
Ain't you in like Tennessee or some shit?
Tennessee? Hell no.
Where you at?
Grand Rapids, Michigan, dude.
Oh, just kidding. You're in fucking Grand Rapids. That's a good place too. That counts. It counts.
G-Rap, man.
Tennessee, Grand Rapids, they're right there, bro. You're there.
That makes zero sense. That's like not even close.
Shut up, Jay. Just go with it.
Michigan. I'm not sure how you see this, but I'm like right here. Tennessee's like
quality of living
down by my left nut. Hey, guys, you need to get off my boy Bryce, man. Okay, like today he was a little bit blind.
Was he?
Like we're watching our boy become a man.
Yeah.
Last night he had a nurse, he had a doctor, he had a lawyer, he had a librarian. Okay, he's trying to figure it out. The flow, he had too much fun last night.
Fucking librarians, bro. What the fuck?
Well, I'm saying he had too much fun on Halloween night, right? He was partying.
I get it. Oh, I get it.
His testosterone,
I get it. He was out last night.
His Buckeyes were a little bit drained. He's tired,
You're right.
So what we got to do is start teaching these people that he's with to start working on the right side because he's got a fucking Acme anvil tied to that right side.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's too far right, man. He needs to go left. Just go left.
It works too when he goes left.
No, it does, man. But anyway, to be serious though, no, I mean, dude.
I thought we were serious.
Honestly, I was trying to be funny. I'm a little,
I thought the librarian was legit, bro. I was into this.
Well, no, I mean, honestly, man. Like we're seeing Bryce, our boy become a man. He's got to learn how to figure all that out on the side. But to be fair, though, I mean, Purdue beat us at our own game, man. Clock management.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Won the time of
possession. I mean, like they played the game that I thought we would be playing all year long, which would be like, a 2-second clock. Like if the pass is there, throw it. If it's not there, Bryce take off. Just simple, small yardage gains. Just the simple things, man.
It's crazy. I mean, it's all right. So do you agree, Jay, that would you agree, even though we are 7-2, the team does not look like it should at week 10?
Well, see, this is the thing too. Like last week, we probably should have won by about 30. This week, thank God I didn't bet the freaking over because I thought it should have been a 49 to 3. But I think it's just like we all knew that Bryce and the team, we have a young team. Bryce is a young quarterback. We all knew that it was that he would have mistakes. He's not making the mistakes that I thought that he would make, as far as like bad decisions, like interceptions and bad call and sped whatever.
That's fair.
But
Yeah, he's not.
Not taking care of the ball, just rolling out to the same side every time. Like it's like more smaller, minute things. So honestly, I don't know, man. I'm not too worried about it.
Are you not?
I'm really not. I'm really not.
Jay?
I'm not lying to you, man. I mean, I'm not one of them, touch grass people. That's completely anti who I am, as far as like, you know what I mean? Like, I legit think that we'll figure it out. We'll get it together. From what I've seen, I mean, honestly, we're beating ourselves right now is what it looks like more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair statement. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, 'cause honestly, against Michigan State, we probably should have won by about 30. And tonight, easily could have won by the same amount. It's just the dumb little things.
If Bryce could find his wide open receivers,
dude, that the interception should never have. I mean, McCulley is wide open there. Like, how do you not see that?
You've shown this a few times. This is just absolutely crazy.
Yep, I took a picture of that actually myself after I seen it, and then sent it to a couple of buddies of mine. I was like, man, how the hell did that even happen? But
yeah,
like I said, man, he had too much fun last night. They figured a 2-16 rolling in. They're like, oh yeah, we got this, but you don't, because honestly, Purdue had nothing to lose tonight.
Right?
No.
And we have a Purdue fan coming up here as the next caller, who I'm very
throw him on right now. Let's talk.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I'll do it. I'll freaking do a Boilermaker right now with them.
All right. We've got friend of the network. We got Michael Hogue in the house. Michael, you there?
Yeah. Hey guys, congrats on the win tonight, by the way.
Thank you,
Michael Hogue, for those who don't know him, is you are a Purdue tried and true Purdue Boilermaker.
Yes.
Respect.
But I want to refute something. You said earlier, John, on fourth down, you said Purdue was wrong going for that to start the fourth quarter.
Yes.
How many reversive roles would you have said that if Michigan was in the same scenario?
Yes.
Why?
Because at that point, at that level of the field, Purdue's defense, so your defense was playing very well.
Yeah, sure, I will give you that. But at the time, you had momentum too. But when I seen the way they lined up to start the fourth quarter, I knew they wanted to go get it. Why do teams line up in shotgun on fourth and short?
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Some teams do that. I hear you. Like, why would you not line up under center? Some teams, that's the way the offense is ran.
Yeah, some teams only run shotgun, and it does add this cushion for both sides, right? So there's a school of thought that you can execute some things that you can't do when everybody's bunched up so close together. You have to have excellent line play when the trenches are that close. So even with like QB sneaks and things like that from under center, they still might not hit if you don't have your trench play on point. And some teams, they use shotgun to disguise the fact that their trench play isn't.
But I will say this though: if you're going to go shotgun, don't run it up to middle. Run it out to the outside.
I'm with you there.
Everybody's
Yeah.
punched up.
Yeah.
But no, I gotta say, Marshall had a good game tonight, and I'm still trying to figure out how in the heck he broke out of that scrum.
Yeah,
that was impressive.
Jordan Marshall he's awesome. He's amazing. He really is. I love that
Looked
kid.
like he had sprayed Pam on his jersey. He was just like spraying Pam and just like went right. It was one of the
That's
best
tough
plays
running,
I've
man.
seen in a while.
That's tough running, strong legs, dude.
I mean, I was so furious tonight. This is the fourth game. Really, Purdue's 2-7 right now. But in my opinion, and not granted to this, they're not going to win another game the rest of the year. They're going to get their brain beaten next week. Washington might be a good game, and they're going to definitely get their brain beaten against IU. But I'll say this, though, man. Purdue doesn't have the killer instinct. And people saying Barry Odom, stuff like that, what was Barry Odom supposed to do with what happened with Ryan Walters? He literally got the cupboard dry and building starting over.
Yeah, no, you have a program that's at a resource deficit and a talent deficit right now. You are in a similar position to Michigan State, where you don't have a collective that is aligned with your athletic department, and that's why you guys are hurting right now.
Yeah,
you don't have the resources right now, buddy. I mean,
basketball
you do, so that's good.
And I mean, 2 years ago, both teams played in the Big Ten championship.
I know.
Mm-hmm. With Braun,
Anyway. But
no, and by the way, I don't know if you heard this part. I complimented Purdue, and I said Odom had the guys like fired up and ready to try to take. They heard all the narratives of they were supposed to lose by 30 points. They didn't play like that. They played out of their minds today.
I heard you say. I heard you while I was waiting. I heard you say that he's hoping it would have been like a 42-3 game and stuff like that. But hey, you're a Michigan fan. You're supposed to expect that, though. But no, I mean, I think Purdue's going to get better and stuff like that. But the NIL, I mean, this could happen with Michigan next year. I don't see it happening, though, but you never know, though. But another thing I was just trying to figure out, Bryce Underwood, he's going to be all right. He's only, 18-year-old true freshman?
18 years old, yep.
As of 2 months ago.
Stuff like that, man. I mean, the reason why I harped so much on that fourth down play is had that happened, and Apples, and you know how the stadium goes. But the momentum Purdue had on that drive going, if they would have scored, I think that would have been the momentum in Michigan saying, we're in trouble with the way Purdue is playing. Because Purdue had a perfect game plan tonight, just couldn't execute it there.
Mm-hmm. I think Purdue took a page out of Michigan's book. It was clock management and short, quick passes, and try to switch it up on first down and third downs, and just unpredictable.
Yeah,
they really. I mean, if they had,
they tried to
better
play the
players, they probably could have.
Yeah.
They probably could have won that game.
Sure.
They had chances to do it for sure.
Is Hayes really better than Marshall?
Oh.
Yeah,
I like I personally, I'm a Marshall guy, but I mean, by numbers, yes. Haynes is like our.
Have you watched Haynes, or is this your first game of watching Marshall?
I've seen them both play. I've seen Haynes play in person.
Haynes is an NFL running back. Marshall is a depth running back in the NFL.
I can see that.
That's the difference.
Yeah, not bad. No, I was just wondering stuff like that. Oh, hey, John, when are you gonna be back in Mark stream again?
Back in Mark's stream.
Yeah,
well, I
usually you're in there some when you're not doing your show and stuff like that.
Yeah, I can't do it when I'm doing this show.
Sure.
But I'm in there. I hosted the other day.
Oh, did you? I missed it because probably in high school, probably because of different commitment. But I was gonna say, so they got Northwestern, Maryland, and then Ohio State wraps up the season, right? They got 3 games left. They got 3 games left.
Northwestern, Maryland, and Ohio.
Maryland's gonna be tough.
You guys about that Northwestern game?
Well, it's never a guarantee when you're with this Michigan team going away.
Because if I'm not
nothing's
mistaken,
guaranteed.
The last time they played at Wrigley, didn't Northwestern win?
Was that like Trying to think when that was.
I think that was what, 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah, that sounds familiar. I think Michigan won it, but it was like 13-10 game. It was a pretty low scoring game, I think,
Are
wasn't
you
it?
talking about the 20-17 one when we were down 17-3 and
And
then
won by a
came
field
back?
goal at the
Yeah,
end.
I know it was a close game,
It's like
but I knew it was
2018,
I
I
remember and
think.
stuff like that. So
It was 2018.
no, I'm just wondering. So hopefully we can play hard next week against Ohio State and shock the world.
I hope you do.
I'd enjoy that. That'd be
I thought
fun.
Penn State stood a chance today, and oh my lord, they looked just terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Penn State gave it a quarter. They were in
Yeah.
it for a quarter.
Yeah.
Now, this is my last thing, and I know you guys are Michigan fans, but I wanted you to throw this out the window. Who do you think is the better team, Ohio State or IU?
Ohio State or who?
Indiana.
Ohio State.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
Very difficult
Indiana
for me
didn't
to
look
say
great
that.
against Maryland their first half, and I thought Penn State's defense was better than what they were. I always keep telling myself, "Oh, let Ohio State play against somebody." And I mean, Penn State was what, number 2 or 3 pre-season rank,
Yeah.
and they're just completely falling apart. Like I don't even know. They don't look like a Big Ten team, honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna say those Michigan they got a slim shot to win to get to Indianapolis. They need a type of help right now, don't they?
There's a lot of things that need to happen, but regarding the IU in Ohio State's the better team, but Indiana, I'm looking forward to that game. I'm interested to see how Kurt Cinetti gets Indiana ready for the Big Ten championship. But Ohio State does look like the best team in the nation right now.
I agree.
Is what it is. Is what it is.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this right now, and I don't know if you guys ever have SEC fans in, but I got feeling that the Big Ten's gonna make it a three-peat this year because I think either Ohio State or IU can win the national championship. But I forgot to ask you, Oregon. But who do you think the fourth team could be to make the playoff from the big? Or do you think it's going to be 3 teams this year?
Well, it depends. I mean, if Michigan wins against Ohio State, they're in.
Yeah.
But it'll be likely it'll be for sure 3 and 4 if a game like Michigan beating Ohio State happens. That's
Okay.
rare. But hey, Michael, let's get a final thought here, man.
All right. No, that's my final thought. John, thank you, man. It's been an honor and a privilege.
No, I appreciate you, man.
All right. Take care.
Jay,
Catch you guys soon, man. See ya. Boiler up.
Hey, go blue, brother. Jay, give us a final thought here, man.
No, I'm good, man. And to his point, I mean, I think Michigan can play spoiler again this year. I mean, we'll see what happens. November 29th, dude. I mean, honestly, we're 7-2. We're still in it. Anything can happen. I mean, if we get healthy and if Bryce can, like Zoolander couldn't do, turn left. If you can figure that out, then maybe we got something there. But I have confidence in us. I mean, last year we were awful. Like we were worse. I mean, we're 124th, was it, in offense or whatever? And this year we're what, top 50?
Like 30, dude.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't think we were going to get a Zoolander reference today. That's really what I
can't turn left, man. But anyway, yeah, go blue. I think we have a chance. You know what? We don't look great. We're still winning, and we're setting ourselves up for the final game of the year. So it's all going to come down to that.
All right, brother.
True. Thanks, Jay.
So, go blue, man. Love you guys.
Go blue, man.
All right. What an awesome show. We do have some more super chats we got to hit. Let's go. Let's see where we're at. Go left. I think we hit that one. So I think we're up to here. Wolverine, not so casual. Top 5 Pro Football Focus on offense. Marshall, Bredesen, Goodwin, Frazier. Top 5 on defense. Curtis, Benny, Moore, Hausman, and Bowles. Always appreciate Wolverine casual with the Pro Football Focus super chat. And 100%. That makes perfect sense to me based on the performances. Jake Butt should be on Fox. Yeah, Jake Butt's he's really good. He had a couple. He's had a couple here and there that were a little off, but for the most part, he's been really good.
He's fine. Everybody likes Jake Butt. He's gonna climb. He's gonna climb very quickly.
I love his shows with Devin Gardner.
I agree.
Top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wolverine Marshall says, I don't think I played my best today. I need to clean up some pass pro things.
Yeah,
there's some runs I wish I could have back. Sloppy win. That's an A performer right there.
Yeah, that's how you get to the NFL. You know, like even when you're good, how can you be better?
Yep,
that's the right mentality.
I liked what Bryce said. C+. Remember when he said I played like a C-?
Yeah, but I mean, you're right, but I don't like his attitude recently.
Yeah,
I don't.
I didn't carry the team. The O-line did, said Marshall. Yeah, I was cramping in the fourth, but we have a bye week, so it can hurt tomorrow. Man,
Respect.
he is. I love that.
He's got Corum mentality. He does.
He is like Corum in that way. Yeah.
When you listen to him talk, they're similar. Now, not their accent, but just their approach.
Bryce said, we won. That was our main focus today, but we need to do a lot of self-reflection to see where we can improve in the pass game during the bye. Yep.
Bryce needs to fucking
lock in.
Lock in. That's the best way to put it.
Read the field.
Lock in, brother.
Yep. Michigander, this was an uglier win than 2022 Illinois. Not that bad. I was there. It was about 10 degrees, and then it snowed about a foot in Ann Arbor after that game. And it was very interesting to be there because it hadn't snowed that whole season, they said, until that game. But it was a last-second win. You know, like Illinois was winning that game. So it's just a little bit different. Illinois was kind of driving, and it was scary. Like I was like, shit, did I just fly all the way to Ann Arbor to lose to Illinois? Luckily, no, because we won the game. Wolverine said, Sharon, it's not just on Bryce, but we don't want to put out the excuse of, oh, he's a freshman, or there's a freshman out there. No one's a freshman anymore. We've got to keep getting better. So Sharon, not making excuses. Appreciate that. That's a good quote right there. GG Dope is saying what I've said for the last 3 hours. We need a QB coach. Undisciplined play overall. I'd love to see somebody on the sidelines going over the tablet with Bryce. Somebody who works side by side. Because the thing with Chip Lindsey is, I'm sure he does have dedicated time to work with Bryce and the other quarterbacks, but he also has to orchestrate the offense. He has to orchestrate the rest of the schedule for the week, for the other position groups on offense. It's not just quarterback. So he's got divided time. Somebody who's dedicated to Bryce, I think that would be really great to have that. Politico Julio says, you keep saying fix that this week. It doesn't seem the team is improving. I don't think the team has improved since the beginning of the year. We look exactly like our kids. I think our loss to USC is what said there, but
kids too. Yeah, I get it. No, I mean, look, we've had moments like Washington, we look better, and now it's just inconsistent. It's just what it is. I mean, it's just not good enough.
Yeah. Michigander said Keith got it right. Samaj is keeping all of his catches and return yards for Ohio State. That's right, folks. Saving everything up for Ohio State.
Keith,
so we look like shit against Purdue. Yeah. That's the 4D chess move of the century. Look like shit against Michigan State at times. Look like shit against Purdue because
fucking
we're saving
John.
it all for Ohio State.
We're tricking them.
Absolutely.
We're tricking their asses. If we struggle against Purdue, then Ohio State won't take us serious, bro. It's fucking 4D Chinese Hindu chess.
Right.
Okay.
Double Time says, it feels like we emptied the tank on the first half of the season playbook, and unfortunately we had to deal with the injuries. We might have played
What
possum on
injuries?
tape for future opponents.
Haynes?
Yeah, Haynes was injured. I think the
about-
best that Keegan could come up with was like the O lineman.
Bro, I'm so tired of the injury fucking excuse. There's
No,
enough
we had
players.
plenty of
There's enough
healthy players
players.
could have executed it today.
Like, all right, we got Marshall. Haynes is gone. We got Marshall. You know, I mean, like, we got Rob Moore.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we got Mangum. We got Metcalf. We got.
I'm tired of the excuses.
I'm
tired of
it
the
too, bro.
we're
Fuck the
too
injury
young.
excuse. Oh, Link's out. Well, Frazier's
Injuries.
better, so that's not a loss.
Like,
know?
this is Michigan. There is a standard. 10 wins. Playoff.
Michigan.
Let's go.
Michigan. Fuck, dude.
Paul slipping one in here.
Nudes?
I'm convinced Samaj has nudes of Sharon at a titty bar. Okay.
Shit.
Well, Paul's really getting in there here with the conspiracies. And it does kind of seem like something's up. I think it's more that I really think it's this simple, and I'm sure this is just a joke, but I think it's this simple.
Maybe not.
It's that Samaj was on the 2023 national championship team, and Sharon has a lot of affection for the people who played on that team.
I don't know. I think it's because nobody's stepping up, John.
And maybe nobody's stepping up. I mean, now you're seeing Channing Goodwin take some reps. You're seeing they even tried Browder today. And not just after the McCauley injury. Browder was in before the McCauley injury at times too. So they are trying other wide receiver. The punt return thing is weird. Like you're telling me Andrew Marsh couldn't do that better?
Yes, you can.
You're telling me
fucking
Kendrick Bell couldn't do that better? You're telling me Kudsdahl or Jasper Parker couldn't get in there?
I don't know, man. No answer.
Michigander with a big burning question before we wrap up for the day, and that's, what does JB Brown actually do during the week? That's a very good question because I am wondering that myself. I mean, should I give it the serious answer or should I give it because I mean, what he actually does is he runs the kicking, punting, the kickoff unit, like these different groups. But what does he actually do to positively influence those? I haven't seen any evidence of that. I think Hollenbeck's improved a little bit.
He's inconsistent though.
That's like the most generous thing I can say positively about it. Zavada's gotten worse.
Yep.
What the fuck is Samaj still doing at punt return?
Kick return,
Andrew Marsh has some yardage at kick return, but it's not good. He's got to go. He's number one. Got to go.
Yep.
All right. Well, folks, we're up to date on Super Chats, and we do appreciate everybody stopping by today. We definitely went overtime. We 3 hours in, but thanks to everybody who hit the like button, subscribed, came by, just shot the shit with us, got into chat or came and called in or anything like that. Just really, I know that it's not easy to come in and show up every week. And it's not easy to come in here and sometimes when it's a game like this, but everybody, no matter if you're, hey, everything's going to be fine and we're saving all of our good stuff for Ohio State, if you're on that team or if you're on everything looks like crap, it's a dumpster fire, or you're somewhere in the middle, you came here, you debated, you shared your takes, and we're happy to have you no matter what.
100%. Listen, regardless of the outcome of the games, appreciate the community. Appreciate everyone fucking rocking with us tonight and going through it. And we'll see how the bye week goes. Obviously, we hope good news, healing. And then we got Northwestern. And then I was asked, what's in the cup? You already know, Blue Moon. That's my go-to. Do not drop a date rape pill in my fucking beer. If I'm ever in Ann Arbor, don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't want the problem.
Yeah.
I got shit to do.
Facts. Coming up next.
Get him a Blue Moon. He'll drink it. Don't fucking do it.
You did like that Oberon.
I
I got you into Oberon.
Well, because they didn't have Blue Moon, John. But you're right. So it was like no Blue Moon on the fucking menu. But Oberon was solid. I mean, I like it. You did, John. Hey, next spring or next April, we'll go back.
Hell yeah, dude. Ashley's always one of my spots.
Me too. I'm a big fan of Ashley's. Yeah, for sure.
So coming up next on the next show's Monday night, I believe, Michigan Mondays, 7 p.m. Eastern with you and Minnie, right?
It is. Yeah,
right.
It is. Me and Minnie are gonna do the show. We got Tuesday, me and you, and Thursday, me and Johnny Olden. So we'll have to talk about. But we're here for it.
All right. Well, until next time, we're going to end with a message from Mark Rogers, Voice of College Football, about Voice of College Football bets, which is going very well. I know that Steve Merrill is 7-2 against the spread, so lots of good things happening on Voice of College Football bets. Enjoy that. Follow us on Twix at TJ_Ronin, at John Diadamo. Any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Fuck Garrison.
You threw me a curve. I thought you were going to say fuck Ohio. All right. Well, I'll say fuck Ohio then. All right. Here we go. Have a great night, everybody. Till next time. Go Blue.
College football is even more exciting when you've got some action on the line, and the games are even better when you're cashing in. And the Voice of College Football is the place to be to get the greatest value. Start with my picks. 75% against the money line, 58% against the spread, and I've got a 40-plus year track record. 11-0 in the college football playoff for me last year against the money line, 8-3 against the spread. And I'm just the warm-up act. Steve Merrill of Wager Talk is our ace in the hole, show stopper. 7 years with the Voice of College Football, over 30 years in the industry. Steve gives us analysis on all the big games, but you can't miss Steve's weekly under-the-radar pick. 28-12 against the spread the last 3 years. You also get picks from some of our top analysts here at the Voice of College Football, including Corey Bratta, Matt Zemek, and Steve Dace. Check out those numbers. Become a YouTube or Patreon member for just $99 per month. Go to the main channel on YouTube, click join, and then select the betting tier. Do the same thing on Patreon. Make 2025 a winner now.